Well, here we are, ready to resume our museum savenings. Step one. Okay, there we go. Let's resume our save file here. Yep, so this is Museum Madness, published by MEC, M-E-C-C, same company that brought us Oregon Trail and Secret Island of Dr. Quandary, developed by Novotrade, the same company that made Echo the Dolphin. Oh. And robots yelling at us because I'm not clicking on anything. Yeah. So this is a museum. Backstory is that the museum was being converted over to computer control and the central computer got infected by a virus. Now we have to go through and visit all of the exhibits and put everything back to normal again. So when I last left off, I had finished just about the halfway point. We have, because it's 5 exhibits apiece in 5 different categories. There's not a perfect halfway point, but we're basically halfway plus 1. Not throwing away my shot. What do you mean? I don't know. I don't get it. Everything's working correctly though, right? Technical stuff is good. Yeah. Okay. I guess we'll continue with the nature exhibit or category. So we have ocean life, Hall of Ecology, and the Earth Geology. Oh, everything's Hamilton references. Yeah. I mean, what is that on Disney Plus? Actually, I do have the Weird Al did a polka medley of all of the songs from Hamilton, so I should probably just listen to that a few more times. That would maybe help with that situation a little bit. I don't know. So just give me a heads up if any of these sound interesting. Ocean life, Hall of Ecology, or Earth Geology. I miss out on fun visuals, yeah. I don't know, it's complicated. I don't really have any TV or movie services, just... Oh well. Anyway, ocean life. That's probably an interesting one. I do remember something about this that is kind of neat, so I'll go ahead and head in there. Are you okay, game? That doesn't sound right. Uh-oh. Maybe it doesn't like the number of CPU cycles that I have this set to. Let's try this. Bizarre. Oh boy, yeah, this is not going to work. Wait. Come on, whoop. Alright, let's try a different one. This is not... Close this real quick. So it's weird. Normally if it's running at too many cycles, the audio becomes choppy. This is actually... The whole thing is laggy. Escape, please. I need out. Escape. Yes. all of Ecology then? Why is it suddenly completely broken? What is this? Alright, let's murder DOSBox completely and start over. Fit to aspect ratio. Do that. CPU, core, dynamic. I need to change some of the stuff in the config file for this. Pentium. See, this part's fine. Load our save. Let's do a sanity check here and try one of the ones that we've already completed because we know all that worked. Main, reboot guest system. Sound Blaster Pro, yes. 27 and 1. Save, yes, that all is correct. Alright, next thing to try. Just load up a different, or actually just start a new save file entirely. New game. Skip the intro. Okay. What in the heck is wrong with this thing all of a sudden? Bin. Box.com. I made absolutely no changes to these files. These are drives. D minus CX MP. The museum virus is broken out and it's infected the DOSBox. Yeah. Yeah, because I didn't change anything. Oh, let's try normal DOSBox then instead of DOSBox X. DOSBox normal. Have to reset the. This is a good reason why DOSBox X is way better than this version. It's because it has a menu option where you can jump directly to the cycle count that you want instead of having to control F12 it all the way up to speed. Huh. Okay, well that one works, so let's change the capture here. Actually, I want to copy, paste, duplicate. Okay. Oh boy. Okay, 30 by 10, 80. There we go. Back on track. Take a quick peek. Okay, sound looks good on that. Okay, time to turn on the knockoff grocery store brand Walter Cronkite for the narration. Oceans cover almost 3/4 of the Earth's surface. The oceans are home to an amazing variety of life, from the shallow tidal pools to the deepest regions where light does not penetrate. Life abounds. However, the seas are threatened by the waste products of the human race. We dump billions of tons of waste into the oceans each year. This dumping kills sea life and makes the oceans an unfit place for humans as well as sea creatures. Cool, I'm at the beach. Where's my surfboard when I need it? This looks like a tidal pool. I used to collect shells and other things from tidal pools when I was little, but the water in this one looks kind of dirty. Okay, and then we talk to our robot buddy.
The Ocean Life exhibit is suffering from the worst pollution imaginable. The computer virus caused pollutants to be released into the water. The ocean plants and wildlife cannot survive in these conditions. You must find the cause of the pollution and stop it.
Alright, sounds like a plan to me. What does it say? Life on the shoreline can be difficult for the plants and animals living there. The constant changes in conditions make life challenging. Both animals and plants must keep themselves from the drying effects of the sun, while protecting themselves from the action of ocean waves. Okay, I don't think there's anything we can click on in this diorama, so I'll go over to the next room. I thought the coral reef was supposed to be full of fish and other animals, but this place is empty except for that funny-looking shrimp. This info say, coral reefs are living islands under the surface in warm ocean climates. They are formed by colonies of tiny sea creatures. Corals come in many shapes. They form a living mountain range that provides shelter for an abundance of sea life, including fish, sponges, anemones, worms, eels, shellfish, and even sea snakes. If this water weren't so dirty, it would be a beautiful blue. It looks so peaceful. I wonder who lives here. Well, I can see a shark in the tank. Info. The ocean floor closest to the shore is called the Continental Shelf. This area reaches a depth of up to 650 feet. Sunlight penetrates, there again with that penetrating, penetrates the water in this ocean zone and creates an abundance of life. Floating sea creatures, sea mammals, and many large and small fish inhabit this region of the ocean. This place sure is dark and empty. All I can see are some yellow lights hovering near the bottom. It's a fish that has its own built-in flashlight. Flashlight, you say? We have one of those. Can we? Oh. No way that's going to work. I better get this back in the pack before the salt and water destroy it. Well, you're on the other side of this 6-inch thick glass, or however long it is. I don't think you have to worry about the water on the inside messing with your flashlight out here. At the point where the continental shelf slopes steeply downward into the depths of the sea, the true ocean begins. Between 650 and 3,000 feet below the surface, sunlight barely gosh dang it. What is it with this game and penetrating all of a sudden? Sunlight barely penetrates. This is the ocean twilight zone. Here, some of nature's strangest creatures dwell. Okay, well, it's nothing I can interact with anywhere on the outside of the exhibit, so let's get back to the beach. I do remember this chest having something to do with... Wait, I can collect starfish? The The sea star is all dried out. Wonder if I should put her in that dirty water. She'll die if I leave her out here, but the water may be too polluted for her to survive. Chunk them in. Okay. Wow, she must have been hungry. She went straight for that clam and opened the shell. But the water is so dirty, the sea star doesn't want to stay in it. I hope she's okay. But now we have a key. This key looks almost new. It couldn't have been inside that clam for long. Okay, unlock the chest here. Hey, got a something. We also have diving equipment. Oh, okay, and a net. We can use the diving suit on ourselves. Whoop. This is some suit. I feel like I could walk on the moon in this. The controls are easy to operate, and there's a radio inside so I can call Mick for help if I need it. Here goes, everybody in the pool. You got this funny walk cycle while the gradient palette shifts. Okay. It's just funny, we go further and further down in this little cutscene each time. But all of these... Oh. I'm sorry I asked. That guy looks very mean. Wonder if sharks think of people as sushi. Okay, yeah, so we can't continue past the shark yet. But yeah, all of these rooms are on the same horizontal plane as each other. But we actually rise and dive each time. So if I remember correctly, I need this guy. Wow, that sounded like a gun going off. It hurt my ears. This shrimp sure scared me. Yeah, so it's one of those, yeah, pistol shrimp. Oh. Luckily, this suit is equipped with a pack for keeping sea animals unharmed. But I wonder how my other things are doing. I'm glad I didn't bring my lunch. I don't think you would need to worry about that. This looks more like a type of diving suit that keeps you dry on the inside. I can use the shrimp to scare off the shark. Wait for it. Take that, big guy. That'll teach you to mess with me and my mighty shrimp. Better make tracks before Mr. Jaws comes back to have a little shrimp cocktail, and me as the main course. Okay, let me grab... This looks like the wrench I used to fix the water pipe under the sink in the kitchen. When I got through, we all could have used a suit like this. Uh-oh. Doesn't sound like the hero is very successful with that. Okay, I think we use the net again. Take it easy, Sparky. Just want to see if you can help me throw some light on the situation. I'll be careful not to hurt you. Way to go, Sparky. That pipe looks like it's leaking something gooey and grimy. Okay, so we use the bioluminescent fish as a natural flashlight so we can see the pipe to fix it with the wrench. I got it. That pipe was leaking slime into the tank and polluting everything. But not anymore. Now the tank is safe for Sparky and all her friends. Better get back to the surface. My air supply is getting low. So who designed this museum and decided it'd be a good idea to put a toxic waste pipe right through the middle of the aquarium? I mean, if that pipe weren't there, we wouldn't be having this problem in the first place. This place sure has changed. The water is much clearer, and the sea life is returning. Those turtles are having a great time. I wish I could stay and hang out with them, but my air supply is getting low, and I have to get back to the surface. Besides, Mr. Jaws may return and ask me to stay for lunch. It sounds like something Mr. Burns would do, yeah. Excellent, Smithers. Put the toxic waste pipe right there. Okay, yeah. But yeah, we got the sea turtle. Also got a manta ray over here too. That's cool. And up we go again. The reef is coming back to life too. Looks like my aquarium at home. I better get out of here before I turn into a fish. Yeah, so we got a little school of fish in the background. Okay, here we go. Nice big fishies right up close to us. Up one last time should put us right on the surface. The ocean is safe for fish and other living things now. All this hard work has made me thirsty. I wonder if I can get a drink of water around here. Now that I put the diving suit and net back where they belong, I'll swim back to the main hall and see if anything else looks fishy. Alright, another exhibit down. Go ahead and save. Next, back to the Actually, I'm not really sure what topic this last one is supposed to be. I think that's like a globe, but not really entirely recognizable as such. Remaining exhibits here are prehistoric people, the development of writing, and Galileo's telescope. So we go ahead with prehistoric people. That would be interesting. Stone Age peoples. The first Stone Age people appeared around 125,000 years ago. They lived throughout the world, including Europe, Asia, and Africa. They often wandered from place to place, lived in caves, and hunted wild animals such as the woolly mammoth. In addition, they gathered fruits and vegetables to eat. These hunters and gatherers were known as Paleolithic, early Stone Age peoples. About 15,000 years ago, in the Neolithic era, late Stone Age, the people of the Stone Age learned to grow grains and other crops. They settled down, domesticated animals, and built villages. This was the beginning of civilization. This is the Woolly Mammoth exhibit, but the beast seems to have flown the coop. Look at those tracks. They sure aren't made by a runaway squirrel. Let's see what the info plaque has to say. Woolly Mammoth. Herds of woolly mammoths roamed throughout Europe, Asia, and America. From about 2 million years ago until as recent as 10,000 years ago. These ancestors of today's elephants were hunted by Paleolithic people for meat and hides. The remains of woolly mammoths have been found frozen in glaciers in almost perfect condition. And of course, as usual,
talk to the robot. The cybernetic woolly mammoth has escaped from his pen. He is somewhere in the exhibit and must be returned to the enclosure before he destroys everything. You must find the giant beast and discover a way to get him back into the pen. The Paleolithic and Neolithic inhabitants of the exhibit can assist you.
Alright, onwards to the next diorama. What was that? It sounded like a herd of elephants, or one very large, hairy pachyderm. And there goes the woolly mammoth right there. Neanderthal cave dwelling. Paleolithic period, circa 50,000 BC. The Neanderthals were among the first early Stone Age peoples. They lived in caves, hunted large and small animals, used fire-made tools from stone and other natural materials, and wore clothes made of animal skins. The Neanderthal peoples created works of art, including cave paintings, that showed how they hunted animals, including the woolly mammoth. They lived in small family groups throughout Europe, as well as parts of Asia and Africa. They disappeared about 15,000 years ago. you help me find the Great Mammoth? The Great Woolly One has been through our village many times since he escaped from his enclosure. I want to return him to the enclosure. Can you help me? Go to the Cave of Bright Colors. I will speak to you there. Where is the cave? Its location is secret. You must show me a sign that you are worthy before you are allowed to enter. Maybe a flashlight? This sign is truly brilliant. You may enter the cave near the White Rock. You will know it by its sign. I will meet you there. Thanks. I knew I was smart, but I wouldn't say I'm brilliant. This magic is very powerful. It will be safer with you. Good idea. You might get upset when the batteries run out. Alright, so White Rock, I think he means this one right here. That's been 7 months. Oh, goodness, yes. Then again, we celebrated a year. Just the start of this month, so yeah. But yeah, you'll be hitting a full year before you know it as well. Thank you, Natsuki. That's amazing. Amazing indeed. So here we are, back in the museum, trying to get the Woolly Mammoth back into its enclosure, and we need all the prehistoric people to help us. The Great Mammoth Fear. Happy New Year, yeah. Oh, that's gonna be interesting too, huh? I'm gonna have I had a problem with that last year. It was like almost every single channel I followed all did a New Year's special at the same time. So I was like, crap, I didn't have enough bandwidth to have everybody open at the same time. Oh, and happy birthdays to... Oh, great, that's another year added on to the ones I already have. The Great Mammoth fears fire. He always runs away from the flame. Okay, so we had to go into this cave for you to share that information with us. Nice cave paintings. What's this say? Stone Age peoples created paintings on the walls of caves. The paintings undoubtedly had religious and ceremonial significance. Often they showed hunting scenes that tell us much about the lives of Stone Age people. Stone Age cave paintings exist today in Europe, Asia, Africa, and the Americas. The same cave was often used for many generations, or even for thousands of years. And nowadays you're lucky to have a house last for too long. So we'll need to do something with fire. Actually, let's finish talking to everybody here. We need caves again. Actually, it was a really cool house built into a cave somewhere up here on the way up to Silver Dollar City. I think they wanted it was up for sale, but I think they wanted like $1 million for it. I was like, yeah, you know what, if I win the lottery, I might consider that. It actually had a helicopter pad on the property even. That sounded kind of amazing. That'd be a perfect place though for a mad scientist's lair, huh? I'm searching for the Woolly Mammoth. Can you help me? He is loose and will harm our village. I must practice making fire with this stone and flint. Our village must not lose the secret of fire making. Seems like an evil villain lives there, yep. The yellow flames help us prepare our food and keep beasts like the mammoth away during the night. I don't want to keep him away. I want to find him and get him back into his enclosure. You may change your mind after you find the great trumpeter. Take this stone in case you need to make a fire. You will need flint also, but I have none to spare. Okay, grab the right. Whoop! There goes the mammoth again. I wonder if I should follow him. I don't think I want to get too close. You never know what you might step in. All right. Lastly, talk to. Being that that's a robot mammoth, it'd probably just be a little pile of nuts and bolts and or oil and grease, or it may step on us. Yeah. I'm searching for the Woolly Mammoth. Can you help me find him? I am a hunter also, but I do not hunt the great beast alone. You will require cunning as well as strength to subdue him by yourself. I prefer cunning. I hope I can con him back into the enclosure without having to wrestle him. What are you making? This is a deerskin disguise that will fool even the most crafty prey when worn by a hunter. With it, a hunter can approach any beast without being noticed, provided he is downwind, of course. Of course. I always approach animals from downwind. Okay, onward to the next room. Okay. Check the info plate. Late Stone Age village, Neolithic period, circa 6000 BC. Stone Age people began to grow their own crops and domesticate animals around 8,500 years ago. These people settled down in small family groups that later grew into villages and towns. The Neolithic peoples developed many forms of art, as well as new ways of hunting, fishing, and growing crops. Paleolithic artists created cave paintings which tell us much about their lives. Hey, we have a goat. Fortunately, this isn't... Oh, this is ridiculous. That mad elephant is going to hurt somebody. I better figure out how to get him back inside his pen before he turns us all into Paleolithic flapjacks. Yeah, I'd say fortunately, despite what Flintstones would tell you, humans and dinosaurs did not live at the same time, so we don't have to worry about T-Rex coming and munching on this goat a la Jurassic Park. Okay, then we have Doggo right here, and a Hinway. Hey, Axio. How's it going tonight? Yep, we are just gonna finish off rescuing this museum. Oh, okay, I've had it with this beast. Obviously, he's gonna keep running around until I find a way to get him back in his pen. Yep, and there goes the cybernetic Woolly Mammoth. I'm searching for the Woolly Mammoth. Can you help me? Oh boy, cave woman voice. I can't think of anything. Man, actually it'd be funny to do like a Wilma Flintstone or Betty Rubble voice, but yeah, good luck with me even remembering what their voices sound like. I have seen only its tracks heading east. I am glad that it is gone. If it eats our fruit, there will not be enough for our children.
Oh, EV time, okay. Yeah, we're good to go. We don't need any more robot until we get to the next exhibit. He's a cute kid. He seems to have a runny nose. It is difficult to gather food and take care of a child. I do not have enough hands to do everything. Well, actually, we have handkerchief. You want it? Try this. He can blow his nose with it. Oh, just do caveman voice with this voice. Yeah. Oh. Thank you. You remind me of my older child. He is always hungry. Take this basket of fruit. We will have more than enough if the woolly one stays away. Here is your cloth back. I'm afraid it is a bit soiled. Thanks. I wonder what comes out of a cybernetic kid's nose. So let's... Yeah, this isn't like Sierra games. We don't have a button to actually look at our objects, so... We have much to do and little time for talk. While the men prepare for the hunt, the women must thrash the grain so we will have food during the winter, and the animals will have straw to eat. I know you're busy, but I'm tracking the Woolly Mammoth. Can you help me? Our work takes many hours. I wish we could be as idle as the men and spend our time looking for mammoth tracks. Just beat the tar out of that thing, yeah. It's like thrashing the grain. If you catch your mammoth, I would like a rib bone to make a new comb. We have no time to speak. Talk to the chief if you must know more. Wait a minute, you need a comb? I have a comb. Try this comb. It's only plastic, but maybe you can use it instead of a mammoth bone. You must be a great hunter to have killed a plastic beast. Oh, it was nothing really. Have you seen the mammoth? We know little of the mammoth, but we know hunters often need straw to make a bed or to start a fire. Here is your comb. We have combed our hair. Take the straw if you wish. You may find it useful. If you catch another plastic beast, bring it here and we will skin it for you.
I don't know. Maybe they've heard the legends of the great plastic beasts. Okay, so we can take their thrashed wheat. Let's see, I haven't talked to this person yet.
That is a very interesting design on your shirt. Are you from a distant tribe?
I'm from the Middlefield High Warthogs. I'm looking for a runaway woolly mammoth. Have you seen one go by?
Warthogs. That is a strange name for a tribe. I cannot talk now even about the great hairy one. I must finish drawing the design on this vest before the festival. It is slow, tiring work.
Oh, that's nice. It scoots me out of the way automatically when the mammoth comes through. So maybe you'd like the ink pen. It looks like a dot-to-dot design. Try this pin. It'll help you finish your work more quickly. Can you help me now?
This pin is powerful magic. I will use it to finish my work. Go to the cave behind the white rock. I will help you there.
Oh, this is convenient. We have the right walk. What? Have the right walk. No, we have the white rock in this room too, so we can just go straight to it. Alternate entrance. There he is.
The great mammoth eats our fruit crops. He is drawn to the red fruit.
Oh. Okay. Useful information, I guess. Oh yeah, she lets me have the fruit too, that's right. Okay, so we got the fruit, we got the straw, we got the stone. So we haven't talked to this guy yet. I'm searching for the mammoth. Can you help me?
You must be a brave hunter if you are tracking the great tusked one. I too am a hunter. This spear tip will penetrate even...
There they are with... That was this writer's favorite word, penetrate. It's penetrate this, penetrate that today.
This spear tip will penetrate even the strongest hide.
I don't want to spear the mammoth. I want to send him back to his home.
That is a strange goal for a hunter. Do you often take care of homeless animals?
This is only the second time. I once found a stray cat and took it home.
You are like no hunter I have met. You may need more help than I can provide. Take this piece of flint. It is a very powerful tool and can be used for many things. You may need its power to send the mammoth home.
Okay. There we go. Well, now we got the stone and the flint, so that's good. Just the, Okay, well, this is the end of the exhibit space. I guess I have everything I need now, right? I remember needing a deer hide, so let's talk to this guy again.
I have used a skin such as this to fool the great hairy one many times. It requires much work to complete. It is difficult to cut the leather with this stone.
I think we also have something useful. Pocket knife to the rescue. This knife will make your work much easier. Will you trade it for the skin?
This is a wonderful...
Reading it wrong.
This is a wondrous tool. It makes the work go much faster. You may use the skin, and I will use the knife to make another disguise. When you are finished with the skin, return it, and I will return your knife.
Okay. Alright. So we are all set, I imagine. First thing we need to do is put the... Right? Put the fruit in... Fruit, maybe? Okay, maybe not. Put the deer skin on. Oh. It's beautiful. Oh, yes. Need a runway to walk down here for our own little impromptu fashion show. Come on, let's see it from the back. Come on, walk. Come on, walk backwards. I want to see that... I think we might only have 3 directions here. Oh well. Okay, so... Okay, yeah, now the mammoth won't run away because we're wearing this deer skin. Okay, let's put the straw down. Put the flint down. And it's fire time. Yeah, you don't like that. Also, where is the fire suppression system? We just lit this tacky 90s carpet on fire, and it's not... The sprinklers aren't putting out the fire. Alrighty, thank you, Bio, and I will catch you later. Yeah, that is some terrible carpet, isn't it? Okay, I think we can put the fruit in there. Oh.
That was a great hunt. I can't remember having so much fun since the time we caught the long-toothed cat in the tar pit.
That was nothing compared to the time my people caught the giant sloth, and I wrestled it to the ground with my bare hands.
Why do I think these stories are going to get bigger and bigger as time goes by?
Our people should celebrate together. Let's make the preparations.
Oh, there we go. We got to see a frame for a brief instant of the back view. That takes care of this exhibit. Now that I've put that hairy elephant in its place, I'm ready to tackle anything. Hey, happy birthday again. Too bad I have to give this deerskin outfit back. I'm beginning to think it's kind of cool.
I guess I should go back to the main hall instead of going to the Paleolithic party. I should check the other exhibits to see if anything else is messed up. Alright, nope, save. That'd be disastrous if we forget to save. Save over the Twitch file. Alright, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Just 10 exhibits remaining. Good discovery of radio and energy technology coming up next in the technology
category. Oh yeah. And the sick jams again. Definitely the best part with like the arpeggios going on. I guess we can go with Discovery of Radio next. And then we move on to the next category after this one is done. We're going to be looking at how big is the universe or the solar system. Oh. I might need some batteries in this exhibit. I hope it'll be alright if I borrow them from Mick. Or you could just take another set of batteries out of the next tape recorder. He only did the one after all. Hey, this song again. The invention of radio opened the door for global communication. People could now communicate and exchange information at the speed of light, without having to be connected by miles of telegraph wires. The invention of radio was the result of the efforts of many people who expanded upon each other's ideas and discoveries. Speak to each... Oh.
Speak to each of the 4 inventors first.
Alright. And I don't know who this is. I have heard about a form of energy that can move through the air without wires. I have heard that Maxwell, a Scottish scientist, has described this energy in a book. I need Maxwell's book in order to complete my experiment. Read the info plaque. Hertz. Oh, okay. Heinrich Hertz, a German physicist, discovered radio waves. He conducted an experiment in 1888 to show that electricity flowing through one circuit could cause a reaction in another circuit across the room that was not connected to the first. His experiment laid the foundation for the invention of radio and other forms of wireless transmission. Okay. Uh-oh. You okay there, buddy? Oh, God. Elmo Marconi, an Italian inventor, became interested in the possibility of wireless telegraph transmission when he was a teenager. He conducted many experiments in his home. In 1894, when he was only 21 years old, Marconi created a transmitter capable of sending Morse Code signals. His invention owed much to the work of James Maxwell and Heinrich Hertz, who pioneered the study of electromagnetic radiation. Doesn't really seem like he wants to talk to me all that much. Come back later. I also remembered too that I forgot to do my narrator voice for that last room's info plaque.
Alexander Graham Bell invented the first telephone in 1876. It was the first device that enabled speech to be sent from one location to another. To make the telephone work, Bell had to create the first microphone. The microphone converted sound waves into electronic signals that traveled across a wire to a receiver. A similar device in the receiver reversed the process and changed the signals back into sound waves. Bell's microphone would have the same effect on radio that it had on the telegraph. Okay. Okay, I can transmit clicks, but not voices. I have invented a device that I think will work using a diaphragm, but I need a magnet to make the diaphragm move when an electrical charge passes through it. I also don't remember... Oh, well, it doesn't matter. Hey! Okay, actually, I should... What is this? Although Marconi is credited with inventing the radio, he was never able to transmit voices or music with his device. Marconi's radio was actually a wireless telegraph. In 1906, a Canadian immigrant to the U.S. named Reginald Fessenden discovered how to send voices over radio waves. He made the first transmission on December 24th, 1906. The world has not been the same since. Yeah. Okay. And... oh, crap. He's not actually going to talk to me again, and I wanted to read the plaque first, and then go back and see what he had to say. Can I leave the room and come back? Well, I do remember that I can give him my radio to play with. It is a very interesting device, but too small to be of any practical value. I would like to take a closer look, so why don't you borrow one of my books to occupy yourself and come back later? Okay, Maxwell. Electromagnetic radiation. In 1864, James Maxwell developed a theory of electromagnetic waves. He suggested that electromagnetic radiation is all around us and that waves come in different lengths. We see some wavelengths as light. We feel other wavelengths as heat. He suggested that some wavelengths could carry signals through the air without wires. I do have to give each of these books to some of the other people in the other rooms. Just don't remember what book was needed in the first room. Oh, right, and we have another, oh boy, another one of these puzzles. Okay, let's see here. Okay, well, that obviously needs to go down. Okay, that goes there. Okay, so this whole thing needs to be moved over by one. Wait, no? That doesn't line up with that. That goes up there. There's the bottom edge of this little board right here. Okay,
Okay, that's coming together. Okay, so this whole thing goes over here like this. There. That's it. So let's say there's a battery, some type of coil, and then we got these two globes here. Well, let's see if he wants this book. This is the book that I'm waiting for. Okay. I think we also need to give... Do we give him batteries? Hey! We got electricity. Oh, we got a thing. What's this? Transmitter. Okay. Probably best talk to the robot.
I have determined that the invention of radio is in danger of not taking place. The 4 inventors in this exhibit must share their devices to complete the invention. However, the computer virus has scrambled their experiments and their memories. You must help them straighten out their individual experiments and share their devices with each other. I will continue to process the remaining information from this exhibit. Consult me again after you have spoken to the inventors.
So I already did that except for, what was this again? Marconi. Yeah, Marconi is a bit of a problem here.
The virus caused a power surge in the computer system in this room. The Marconi Cyreps circuits were overloaded and he lost consciousness. There is a 90% probability that he can be revived with some form of illumination. He must be brought back to full functioning before you can proceed in this room.
Oh, we happen to have the flashlight. Blinky, blinky. Marconi, and it said he was Italian, so you know what that means. Mario voice. I am trying to invent a wireless telegraph, but my transmitter was not destroyed in the power surge that knocked me out. Hey, we got a transmitter right here. Okay, now he's doing something. Oh, another puzzle. They like this kind of puzzle almost as much as the one where you drag and drop the stuff to put it together. Okay. So this also looks like a flashlight, but with a cord on the end of it. Okay, Morse code, yes. Okay, looks like we need to go get the next book from the final room. Put this one back. Grab the middle book. Edison phonograph. You can only borrow one book and no more. I wasn't trying to, I wanted to... Okay, Morse Telegraph. Samuel Morse was an inventor and scientist. He developed the idea that if electricity could travel along a wire, it might be capable of transmitting a signal from one place to another. Morse used this idea to invent the telegraph. Soon telegraph lines crisscrossed the country, carrying messages in Morse code. Okay. Back to the other room we go. Right. Apparently not. I seem to remember needing to do this, but... I can look at that again. I knew that this room was definitely a lot less straightforward on what you're actually supposed to do. Edison phonograph. Thomas Edison is considered America's greatest inventor. While working on a new telegraph instrument, Edison noticed that the incoming signal caused a needle to vibrate and scratch a rotating drum. He developed this idea into the first phonograph capable of recording and reproducing the human voice. When Edison demonstrated his invention, the first words he spoke into it were, "Mary had a little lamb." So was I supposed to... Okay, there's a telegraph machine. Or was I supposed to give a different book to the first guy? Oh yeah. Bop to the music. Okay, and then kind of... Alright, well, let's put this back together first. We have yet another box that doesn't really seem to indicate what's going on here. Okay, almost, but the whole thing is off by one. Okay, there, no. Whoop, almost. There it is. So I recognize this. This is that thing from the previous room. You know, we have this box with these nice designs on it. Odd shape. This is probably that telephone, because you know you'd like have your... Let's see though, this would be the bit you... I don't know. Kind of seems backwards. Like this right here, the candlestick looking thing would be like from those really old-timey telephones. That'd be the bit that you pick up and hold up to your ear, and maybe you would like talk into the front of the box. I don't know. That was the microphone in the previous room. Are either of you interested in a book? No? Well, still need the stuff from the previous room. Oh yeah, and here's the sheet that's got the whole thing for Morse code on it. The only bits of this that I remember is E being single dot, and S being 3 dots, and O being 3 dashes. It would probably be handy to learn the whole thing sometime. Oh, okay. I have used my new code to translate the message. It says you will find a magnet in the drawer of the workbench. Take the magnet. It is a very useful electromagnetic device. I wondered if there is a future in this telegraphic communication. Okay, where's the drawer? There's the drawer, right? Oh, and it just dumps the magnet in your inventory. We also need the transmitter. Okay. Oh wait, no, magnet. Hello. Okay, well, it gives us the microphone. That audio is a bit quiet. I think it's funny, the little... He goes like, hello, 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 into his microphone there. Okay, we're supposed to give all this stuff to this guy, I think. There's that. There's that. Oh, and I put the book back, and... Now the radio is trash. I guess this guy's been playing with it while we were away. It's hard to believe that all of this will someday lead to rock and roll radio stations. Yeah, other than putting the puzzles together, there's like a whole lot of guesswork on that one as to which books you're supposed to give to who, and carrying the items from room to room. Go ahead and save that. Save. Okay, so how big is the universe or the solar system? I actually think I decided last time that logical progression to this would be to start in the solar system first and then expand into the whole universe after that was completed. So coming up next though is Transcontinental Railroad and Louisiana Purchase. So if anybody has a preference for which one of those you want to see next, you can think about it while we're looking at this one. Oh, and there's that song again. Stars produce streams of electromagnetic radiation that travels through space. This radiation consists of waves of different lengths. Each wavelength has special characteristics. Some of the radiation is visible to us as the light from stars. Other wavelengths are invisible to the unaided eye, but can be observed through telescopes with special instruments. Astronomers use the different waves to identify stars and to learn about their composition. Each star's unique combination of electromagnetic radiation is called its signature. Look at all the stars. I love looking at the night sky. It makes me think about how large the universe is and how small we are. This sky looks peaceful enough, but I'm sure something must be wrong or we wouldn't be here.
Warning, computer analysis has determined that stars in projection dome do not match star atlas settings.
Uh-oh, there's the main computer's voice. It probably means something bad is about to happen.
Warning, program overload. Cannot resolve out-of-place star data. System shutdown sequence initiated. Star data will be purged from system in 60 minutes.
I guess that means I have to find a way to put those stars back where they belong. I always wanted to save the world, but saving the universe is a little much. Maybe I should check with Mick. He usually has some good info.
This is the Planetarium projection room. The celestial projector shows the stars as they actually appear in the night sky. The projector's program has been corrupted by the virus and 5 stars are out of place. When the projection system tried to correct the locations of these stars, it caused a program overload. All of the data will be lost forever if the stars are not put back in their proper locations. You must use the information in the star atlas to reprogram the projector and put the stars back where they belong.
Does nobody in this museum, not a single person that works in this museum, know how to make backup copies of their data? Okay, so we got... What do we got? We got... Okay, so we have horizontal and vertical. We also have a place to put in a date. This looks just like the sky in the planetarium, but something tells me that it's not quite the same. If I'm correct, I should be able to get some information about the stars from the screen. Maybe I can use the info to put the stars back where they belong. Okay, we have a few different tools here. Okay, so we can look at that and see the... Actually, does it say anything? Okay. The planetarium is a domed room that is made to look like the night sky. Lights are projected onto the ceiling from a celestial projector to replicate stars, planets, and other objects. However, there are actually billions of stars, galaxies, planets, and other objects in the universe. Most of these celestial objects are too far away to be seen or emit radiation that is not visible without the use of telescopes with special instruments. The museum planetarium has a unique setup with 4 types of telescopes. These astronomical instruments allow you to see the many wavelengths of electromagnetic radiation emitted by stars, planets, and other celestial objects. Okay, that's nice. Didn't really explain what each one of these were. I guess this is like... I don't know, it's like a dish of some sort, so... What's this one? Okay, this is a regular telescope. Okay, so that's what that looks like. Okay, spectrograph. infrared, maybe? I think this will be somewhat easy to identify, though, just off of this one alone. So we've got the bit here, and we've got the little spirally arm deal coming down. Actually, it looks like an unknown Pokemon. Let's see. Radio waves. Oh, okay, so we have visible light, radio waves, infrared, and then the spectrum. Let's find the one here that looks... Here it is. This is definitely the one that we're looking at. So this is a white dwarf star. Oh, and this one's just a few days away. In a few decades. But yeah, 8/26/1991. Okay, 8/26/91. So it's 40 by 260. And don't I wish I could just type this in? Okay, 40. And then 260. 260. Okay. And then 8, 4, 5, 6, 91. Project. What a star! I guess that means I got that one back where it belongs. All those little green people can thank me for restoring their sun to its rightful place in the universe. Okay, actually, I was gonna say I was gonna click on this, but that really doesn't matter. We're just looking at the, okay, so radio on this one looks like that. Visible like that. Spectrum like that. Okay, infrared is pretty easily identifiable. So we got this big red dot, and then we have 3 tiny little pink dots around the outside of it. Just like this very first one that I clicked on here. Date on this one is 1/5/1948, 20 degrees by 145 degrees. The sun isn't real. Yeah. Oops. Yeah, whenever somebody decides to stop projecting it on the sky dome, then that'll be a very dim day. 1/5/48. Okay, 20 by 145. Oh, and that's a long way around. Let's actually wrap around when it hits 360. 30, 40, 50. Okay, yes, it does. Good. 20 by, what was that again? 140 something? 145. Okay. If I want to look at that thing head on. 140. Yeah, if you stared down the barrel of this projector, I think you probably skip the LASIK and just go straight to setting your eyeballs on fire. Chuck, another one up for the good guys. This is easier than I thought. Okay, so we got like a little, actually the, radio picture on this one kind of looks like glasses. It's got the 2 lenses and bar in the middle. Let's try to find the matching one just based off of that. There it is. 11/19, 1971, 3:30:50. Yeah, I'm gonna like, this is like too many numbers to remember. Oh, 1971, 3:30:50. Okay. Oops. Wrap around for this one because it's closer. Remembered that wrong. Yep, 50. There. That's the same message as last time. Oh wow, this one's like a whole bunch of little blobbies. Better check the other things too. Infrared, okay, infrared's got these two bright, big red blobs. Yeah, that would be the twin star right here. 3/8/1986. Okay. Overshot by one. Twin star, twin. It's not the twin star. Give me twin star. Okay. And then 240 degrees by 20 degrees. Might as well just go down on this one, I guess. Maybe it would have been closer to wrap around, I don't know. They definitely don't want you brute forcing this one. They're like, nope, do the puzzle properly. Three, two. Alright, I think this is going to be the last one. Okay, shaped like that. So they have like all of these different types of telescope, but you really only need one. Okay, 5/14, 1988. So this definitely reminds me of one of the puzzles in Myst, where you gotta put in dates and times and all of that in order to do something with the star chart. 120/85. I don't think you particularly learn a whole lot from this exhibit, other than the fact that yes, there's different kinds of telescopes for looking at stars besides just visible ones. What did I do wrong there? 120/85, right. 4, 5, 6, 7, 85. That makes 5. Guess I just saved the universe from a date with data destruction. Now back to the main hall to see what else has to be done. After this, fixing other museum exhibits should be a piece of cake. Yeah. Alright. Safety save once again. Transcontinental Railroad, Louisiana Purchase. Remembering what I know about the Transcontinental Railroad one, probably best to stick with this one instead. First. Oh, I think that's another unique song. Okay. In 1803, President Thomas Jefferson bought the territory of Louisiana from France for $15 million. The Louisiana Territory stretched from the Mississippi River to the Rocky Mountains. It doubled the size of the United States. The land within the Louisiana Territory consists all of 6 present-day states and parts of 7 others. The acquisition of Louisiana was controversial, but Jefferson felt it was necessary in order to secure the free flow of commerce from the western portion of the U.S. through the port of New Orleans. Oh, this song? Alright, I'll be quiet for a minute. Anytime there's those crazy arpeggios in there, that's good stuff. Okay, so we are in Oval Office? You must be one of those scouts from the Louisiana Territory that I am expecting. Mr. President, we are from far away, but... That's fine. I've heard enough tall tales about how grand the Louisiana Territory is. Presently, we have a serious problem. The United States must obtain the right to deposit our goods in New Orleans, or the whole economy of the western states will be crushed. That city is now owned by Spain, but I think something is going on there that could cause us trouble. France may be involved. That crafty Napoleon has wanted to acquire Louisiana for a long time. This sounds like a job for James Bond. What can I do, Mr. President? I do not know this, Mr. Bond, but I need someone to go to New Orleans and tell me what he finds out there, and since no one else is here right now, you are appointed by special presidential decree. Cool, Mr. President. You're the boss. Do I get diplomatic plates for my bike? Our resources are limited, so I'm afraid we cannot supply these plates you require. But before you go, I suggest that you look at the map to become familiar with the territory. It may be in some disarray and require a little effort on your part. We know what that means. Oh yeah, also check in with Robot Buddy.
President Jefferson wants to purchase the Louisiana Territory from Napoleon, the leader of France. Much of the information he needs was lost when the virus struck the main computer system. Mr. Jefferson needs this vital information before he can act. You must obtain the information for him and help the president purchase the Louisiana Territory from France.
Alright, info. Thomas Jefferson was the 3rd president of the United States, 1801 to 1809. During his first term, President Jefferson bought the territory of Louisiana from Napoleon, the ruler of France, for $15 million. This diorama shows President Jefferson in his office at the White House. Okay. Oh yeah, and the... Oh! I knew this wasn't going to be easy. I guess I have to try to put this thing back together, or I might get lost somewhere north of Tuscaloosa. Okay. Tap. Okay, that actually snapped into a completely strange thing. Hey, it's got the 10,000 bits, yeah. Yeah, how about that? Who else will we meet during our weird excursions through history? We've got Benjamin Franklin, George Washington, now Thomas Jefferson. Oops. Tap. Oops. That's the problem with this, with the CPU cycles. You grab something big and it's really crazy flickery when you're trying to drag it around. Oh, need to meet Obama. Oh, there we go. Not bad for a kid who hates geography. I remember this map from U.S. history. Those little flags show which parts are owned by the U.S., Spain, and Great Britain. That big piece in the middle with the Spanish flag is the Louisiana Territory. Okay. So yeah, just a bit different from maps of the United States that we're used to now. I'm gonna go counting the pixels here, but something seems off about this US flag. What about the blue? Oh, that belongs to the... Actually, this part belongs to Atlantis. And this part belongs to Pacificus. Yeah. Okay, so we fixed it. Oh, okay, we got, what's this? Note from Jefferson. Can I, whoops, let's read that. Hey, okay. Washington, D.C., the office of the President of the United States, to whom it may concern, the bearer of this letter is a special ambassador of the United States of America. Please afford him every courtesy and convenience. Sincerely, Thomas Jefferson, President of the United States of America. I forgot about their lands. Wow. All right. Oh, what's this? Oh, okay. That looks just like a dollar bill. It's a portrait of George Washington. He was the first person to occupy the presidency. So I wonder what would happen if we show a dollar to nothing. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So I can tell that this is actually the chair. But does this not look like a flat screen monitor sitting on the desk here? Like whatever this is the monitor stand, and then this gray part here is totally the back of an LCD monitor. Whoa, the 100-bit guy. And also the 25-bit guy? Yeah, it's his gaming setup, yeah. Yeah. It's funny when pixels and the ability to misread them. Okay, move on to the next room. Whoa, now where are we? The Port of New Orleans was the economic and cultural center of the vast Louisiana Territory. Oops, I forgot the narrator voice. Control of New Orleans was vital to the United States because it was the place where frontier people, farmers, and traders who lived near the Mississippi River sold their goods. This diorama shows the Port of New Orleans as it was about 1800. Talk to this guy.
If you are bound for Spanish Florida or for Paris, then this ship will get you there in less than a month's time. Arr.
I wouldn't mind a little R&R on the beach in Florida, but we aren't headed there for now.
We're the best ship on the seas. Why, just last month we carried the French ambassador to visit the Spanish governor in Florida. Arr.
Hey, the French guy might know something about what Napoleon is up to. I don't have time for a trip to Florida now, but can you tell me more about the French ambassador?
Information is as valuable as passage. Both can be had for a fair price. Arr.
Dollar? No. Apparently costs more than $1. I had the note from the president. Like, yo, we mean business.
I'm glad to see you serve the president, but this letter is of no value to me. Perhaps others will value it differently.
Who's these people over here?
That settles it then. We'll send this petition to President Jefferson. And if he doesn't act quickly, I say we take New Orleans by force.
Excuse me, but isn't that dangerous and illegal?
Illegal it may be, but necessary if we are to keep the Spanish from closing the port and causing us to starve.
And which side do you support, stranger? I'm working for President Jefferson. I can take your petition to him. You're an unlikely-looking presidential ambassador. How can we be sure you tell the truth? I got papers. Check this out. This is a letter from the president. I think we can trust you to take our petition back to him. I'll give it to Mr. Jefferson as soon as I can. Do not delay. The French and Spanish are moving quickly to make New Orleans and all of Louisiana a French colony. Okay, well, we got our paperwork. Let's go ahead and petition. Actually, what does this say? Petition of the people of Louisiana Territory. We, the men and women of the Western United States, respectfully petition the Honorable Thomas Jefferson, President of the United States of America, to make whatever arrangements are necessary to ensure the safe passage and deposit of our goods in the port of New Orleans. All right. This is very interesting. I need to know more about what is happening in New Orleans. Come back when you can tell me more. Hey, I didn't click on that. All right. Oh, so this guy here. What does he want? Does he want my knife? Well, now, that is a nice piece of workmanship. Do you want to trade for some information about the French ambassador's business in Florida? Tell you what, I'll use the knife for a while and see that you get it back. It's not my habit to take advantage of young people like you. This page from my log may tell you what you want to know. Arr. Okay, and what page from the captain? Log of the good ship Southwind. September 13, 1803. Today we took on a new passenger, the French ambassador, Monsieur Talleyrand. He is bound for a meeting with the Spanish governor in Florida. He confided in me at dinner last night that he is going to sign a treaty that will transfer part of the territory of Louisiana, including the city of New Orleans, to the government of France. He says that the French ruler Napoleon may close New Orleans to trade with the United States. If this comes to pass, there is sure to be much trouble in the territory. Arr. All right, let's take this back to the president. This is the information I needed. I suspect that Napoleon has entered into a secret treaty with Spain. You have done an excellent job. But now you must find the treaty and bring it back to me before the frontier people take matters into their own hands. Guess that means I can't stick around. Put my feet up on your desk and hang out? Couldn't I just emailed him? We did complete the radio exhibit first, so maybe Telegram? Yeah, that wicked gaming PC, yeah. Okay, definitely get an email. Okay. Hey, and this must be Napoleon. Check the info plate. This is the office of the ruler of France, Napoleon Bonaparte. Napoleon assumed power in France in 1799. His office is located in the Palace of Versailles, which was built by King Louis the 14th. It was from this office that Napoleon planned his conquest of Europe and commanded his colonies in Africa and America. Stars and Stripes 3 ever. Yeah, okay. Oh no. These old-time dudes sure have a hard time keeping their maps straight. Maybe if I put this map together I can discover something. Okay. Tap. Oh, the big part. Tap. Oops. Oh. I missed my chance to talk to Napoleon. He just wandered off. Maybe he needed an unhydration, so he's paying a visit to the old Waterloo. There we go. Hey, Sharon Camp Base Foster. How's it going? We're trying to save history once again. This time we're at a museum, and a computer virus has taken over and messed up all the exhibits. So we gotta put everything back to normal again. Right now, we're trying to fix problems with the Louisiana Purchase. So it involves putting maps back together and ferrying paperwork back and forth from France to the White House. I knew I could put this thing together. This is a map of America in 1804. That big area in the middle is Louisiana. It has a French flag on it. That means Louisiana must belong to France, not Spain. I'll bet President Jefferson will want to know about this. Okay. Otherwise, this is pretty similar to the other map in the other room. Oh, what's this? Yoink. It's mine now. Treaty. What the heck? Treaty of Ildefonso between the government of Napoleon of France and the King of Spain. The territory of Louisiana, including the port city of New Orleans, is hereby granted to the government of Napoleon of France by the King of Spain and is henceforth a colony of that sovereign nation. Okay, that is interesting. Excuse me. A virus destroyed history. Yep. Oh, this kid is the epitome of 90s cool. Backwards hat and only using one backpack strap. Yeah. Also, check out those sneakers. Also, we have a robot buddy. Check that out.
I have analyzed the damage database and determined that Napoleon has made a treaty with Spain. President Jefferson must see this treaty. The map on Napoleon's wall may provide some clues.
Hey, DFS. You come with mojito, huh? Yep. We are just trying to put history back together, one museum exhibit at a time, and right now we're trying to repair the Louisiana Purchase. Go ahead and give that treaty to President Jefferson. Just as I suspected, Napoleon bought the Louisiana territory from Spain. I must try to buy New Orleans back from him before the frontier folk rebel. You mean you can buy a whole city? Why not? The Constitution doesn't exactly say the president has the power to acquire new territory, but it doesn't exactly say I don't have that power. Ah, loopholes. I'll buy it first and get Congress to approve it later. Make history anything I want. Yeah. I guess that's why you are the president. Whenever I try something like that, I wind up grounded for a month. We have very little time left. You must do one more thing for me. Take this letter to Mr. Livingston. I sent him to meet with Napoleon. Okay, Mr. President, but that Napoleon dude is a little strange. Why does he have his hand in his coat all the time? Ah, well. Letter to Livingston. The Office of the President of the United States. To the Honorable Mr. Livingston, Special Ambassador to France. You are hereby authorized to purchase the city of New Orleans and any portions of the Louisiana Territory for a sum not to exceed $15 million. Good luck. We're counting on you. Sincerely, Thomas Jefferson, President of the United States of America. I mean, obviously, I can't read that without thinking of airplane. All right. Oh, kid tried to buy a whole city. Yeah. Hey, it's a leprechaun. I never talked to him the first time. Bonjour again. Let me introduce you to Mr. Livingston. He too is an American. Hi, I'm glad to meet you, Mr. Livingston. President Jefferson sent me. And I can't see this and not give him. Do you bring news from Mr. Jefferson? I am waiting to receive instructions from him. All right, letter to Livingston. Mr. Jefferson asked me to give you this letter. I think it's important. Willy Wonka? Yeah, that too. Just turn him purple instead of green. If my English is correct, it is addressed to Mr. Livingston. Wait, okay. I didn't... Your Excellency, I am authorized by the President to purchase the city of New Orleans from you. That is excellent, but instead, I offer you the entire Louisiana territory for the small sum of only $22,500,000. Oh. That's a lot of cash, even for a whole country. I've been waiting away from the United States for a long time. You spoke to Mr. Jefferson last. Should I say yes or no to Napoleon's offer? You want me to decide if the U.S. should buy Louisiana? This is pretty heavy stuff. That is correct. You must decide. We already know that it's 15 million, not 22 million, so we got to reject that. No, that's too much money.
You drive a hard bargain for one so young. I will lower my price to $15 million, but that is my final offer.
Once again, you must decide. What is this? The Price is Right? Okay, here goes. Yes, this is the correct offer. I accept.
Bon, the Louisiana territory is yours. I hope you can make something useful from all that wilderness.
I'm sure we'll think of something like 15 states. Thanks, Your Excellency.
Crazy. Irish Willy Wonka bought the country. Yep. Takes care of this exhibit. I should head back to the main hall. I suddenly have a craving for some French pastry. I wonder if there's a vending machine on the way. How many times now has he wanted a vending machine? He also wanted some water too. Save over the save file. Also mute for a second so everybody who's newly arrived can hear the jam of the main theme. There's a totally epic arpeggio in that last section before the loop. Also, that's amazing too that we both had the exact same idea at the exact same time. Okay. So now that we have successfully restored Louisiana to its rightful place, we move on to the nature subjects. We have Hall of Ecology or the Earth's Geology. So, taking bids on whichever one we should do next. That is Ecology or the Earth's Geology. That's 2 empty bottles already. Time to break into a third one. First one, okay.
Hey, squirrel time. This is another really good song too. Oh man, doing my crap, I forgot what I was thinking of. Doing my Carl Sagan / Walter Cronkite mixture would sound strange with the squirrel voice. Wetlands exist all over the world. They are the home of many diverse plants and animals. Wetlands are partially submerged for most of the year. Although wetlands are plentiful, they are very fragile. When the physical, botanical, or animal balance is disrupted,
A wetland environment may suffer dramatically.
Turn it down a little bit for myself. Okay. Info plot. Oh. This exhibit looks a little bare. Wonder what happened to all the animals. Oh. Uh-oh. Well, let's check the info plaque and check in with Robot Buddy first. Oh wait, that's... Huh. So this time it's having a separate message for the introduction and for the info plaque. Didn't see any bears in the... Excuse me, in the wetlands? Robot Buddy.
the virus has completely disrupted the wetland ecological system. You must restore the animals to the system and then re-establish the connections between the animals in the food web. When the food web is repaired and returned to a balanced state, the exhibit will be restored.
Okay, wait, where's the... Uh-oh. I didn't screw up by closing that, did I? Because we had the thing pop up. There's nothing.
You must find all 14 pairs of animals before we can proceed further.
Okay, here's the memory game. Oh, yeah. Oh boy. Oh wait, okay. Okay, human to human, mushroom. Fresh reminder where everything was here. Okay, worm to worm. Wherever the heck this is with itself. Mushroom. Mushroom. Mouse. Okay, there we go. Mouse to mouse. Yeah, so incredibly educational. Oh, there we go. Otter or a ferret. I can't tell exactly. Put them together. Red caterpillar. Saw the one around here somewhere. Yeah, there it is. Fox. And mole. Okay, rabbit. We saw a rabbit around here somewhere. There it is. Rabbit. Oh, I think we have bird and bird facing a different direction. Snail's right here. Okay, got the left birds back together. Beetle, multiple, and okay. Left bird to left bird and right bird to right bird. Oh, okay. Info. Oh, okay. This actually tells you what everything is now. Mole. Flora. And these are all like actually postage stamps. It's like $8. Human. Fox. Thrush. Partridge. Alright, well, there, we've learned something. The thrush points to the left, and the partridge points to the right. So... Oh, and I was completely wrong. That was a weasel. Oh, and the weasel's only a $2 stamp. Mouse. Rabbit. Earthworm. Yeah. Or, okay, snail. Yeah, and then we had the fungi. Okay, now we can go to the next room. Hey, where there's another computer. Or in other words, we couldn't think of a background for this, so we just have a computer. What's the info say? Food web. Each animal and plant in the wetland ecosystem has a place in the food web. The arrows show who eats whom or what. Many animals eat more than one other animal or plant. When a link is disturbed, it can change the balance of the ecosystem and affect many animals. Alright, well, let's play with the computer. Oh, looks like the virus struck big time. These animals are sure scrambled. I guess I should try to rearrange the blocks to put them back together. Oh, boy. Oh, no. It's not one of the click puzzles, it's a sliding puzzle. Okay, okay. It's got borders here so we can find the edges first. Sort of. Okay, it's... When you have two tiles against each other, it's like very difficult to tell which side of the tile is actually the one that's colored in. Okay, that's the corner. This goes on the top, that goes on the bottom. That basically goes under there. Where is the other corners? Wait, down here. Here's the corner, right? Yes. Of course, they'd have to break out the sliding tile puzzle now, wouldn't they? Here we go. There's the last edge on this side. Let's go. Come on. Okay, that side's done. Looks about right. Bird above worm. Okay, got another. At least this one's 2 tiles wide, so we can tell where that's supposed to go. Looks good. Okay, good. I see another right edge piece. What is this one? This one's just a top piece. Okay, those go together. The top corner, the one that's missing. No, that's the top corner, so it's going to be the bottom corner that's missing. Alright. Let's go ahead and get that fox up in there. Looking good so far. Okay, here's... Yeah, there's one of the paws of the fox. Okay, there's the other one right here. Oh, and also the other side of the mole. Yeah, because sliding tile puzzles are just so incredibly educational. Oh, now these are backwards. What's the other side of that? That's... Okay, that's the other side of the weasel. Okay, I've got the first 2 rows taken care of. That's it. Oh, that... Okay, so now... Oh, okay. Connection's complete. Okay, yeah, so now you're just doing like the food chain thing here and connecting stuff up based on what it eats. So apparently this type of bird eats red bugs, but that type of bird does not. Okay, that's good. Okay, just kind of a mess. Okay, that one's done. Okay, there's that one. What is this one not connecting with? There? No. Yeah, and then they have this whole section off to the side here with miscellaneous insects and the fungi. Oh, okay. No. So still another connection for this, but none of the rest of these are turning on, so... The fox turns on. Okay, that completes the fox. What do you eat, red bug? What do you eat? Oh. Apparently never connected it with the, flora.
You have restored all of the connections in the food web. Now you must use the computer to restore balance to the ecosystem. You will need the information from these connections to help restore the ecological balance.
Oh boy. Oh. Okay, so we can open that up and look at it again at any time. Info. This system controls the ecological balance of the wetlands environment. The system must be balanced for a 4-year period. Change the number of animals of each type by clicking the top row of gauges. Note the connections between animals by clicking the animal's icon or consulting the food web. Run the simulation for 1 season at a time by clicking the right arrow on the center bar. Run the system back by clicking the left arrow. Changes in animal populations will be shown in the bottom row of graphs. The number of animals change according to the connections in the food web. You can balance the system by placing the correct number of predators and prey in the environment. You may run the system as many times as necessary to reach balance. Alright, well obviously that's not it, but I wanted to... Okay, now it'll let me do stuff. Ooh, boy. So there's a point here where it has an equilibrium. Oh wait, human, food, partridge, snail, flora, and rabbit. Maybe we should like start with all these empty, and just kind of add them up and see what happens based off of that. Empty. I guess I make it really difficult to actually empty a bar because you don't really want anything to actually be extinct. So partridge, snail, flora, rabbit. Which one's partridge? Partridge. Okay, partridge is the... Oh, actually that works too. Okay, we'll have 1 bar for human, fox, food. Okay, 1 bar for fox, partridge, consumers, human and fox. So let's have 2 of those. Thrush, consumers, fox, mole, consumers, fox. Weasel, consumers, fox. Caterpillar, consumers, thrush. Snail, consumers, partridge, human, and thrush. Rabbit, consumers, human, and fox. Worm, consumers, partridge, thrush, and mole. Mouse, consumers, weasel. Flora, consumers, everything. Let's just max that one out. Fungi, decomposer. Beetle, decomposer. Okay. So that didn't work. Snail and rabbit went extinct, it looks like. So 1 bar of them and try it again. No, that made it worse. No, we don't have... Actually, that says that's good. Let's raise all the other ones that are still flashing. Try it again. Okay, those ones are good, these ones are not. Should be... Kind of gonna brute force this, honestly, just because it's kind of a weird puzzle. Okay, that one's good. That one's good. Another caterpillar. That one's good. Another earthworm. Just add 1 to all of them that are flashing. One and Well, added 2, add 1. One more. Okay, so literally just add stuff to them until I stop flashing.
The ecological balance has been restored to this exhibit. There are no further traces of the virus in this exhibit.
That's great. I was able to put the system back in balance. These ecosystems sure are more complex than they look. Every time you do one thing, it affects something else. I guess that's what they mean when they say it's a small world. I better head back to the main hall to see how the museum's ecological balance is progressing. I hope I can restore that system before it's too late. Alright, safety save. Saved. Alright, so now we're left with the development of writing and Galileo's telescope over on this subject. Go with the top one first, I suppose. Oh, more unique music. There we go. Loop point, finally. Ancient writing. One of the most important inventions of the ancient world was writing. Many early civilizations, such as the Egyptians and Chinese, used pictographs or picture writing, in which each symbol stands for a single object or idea. Later forms of Greek and Roman writing used symbols to represent words or sounds. These evolved into our modern alphabet, where each symbol represents a single sound within a word. Then an additional 30 years after this game comes out, we de-evolve back into individual pictures representing single objects or ideas again. The earliest writing was used on religious and ceremonial buildings. Later, clay or wax tablets were used by scholars, scribes, and tax collectors. Ew. But it was not until the invention of paper and ink that writing became portable and accessible to most people. Okay. So we have Egypt, and we have a guy here making papyrus. Hey! The Egyptians sometimes wrote important information on large stones that were placed in the countryside for all to read. The messages were written in hieroglyphics, the Egyptian picture writing system. The meaning of hieroglyphics was lost for almost 1,600 years, until one such stone was discovered in 1799. This stone is known as the Rosetta Stone, and it contains a message written in hieroglyphics and the same message written in Greek. By translating the hieroglyphic message into Greek characters and then translating the Greek, the secret of the hieroglyphs was solved. This exhibit shows how a stone similar to the Rosetta Stone was made. Okay, we can talk to this guy. You young scribes are all alike, always trying to avoid your work. Do you have a papyrus pass to be away from your tablet? You must be the hall monitor. I'm out of here. Ooh. This is terrible. My master instructed me to finish this inscription before he returns, but I can't remember what the hieroglyphs mean. Why can't you remember? I was supposed to study them last night, but I went to a concert instead. In ancient Egypt, they had concerts. I hope it was a good group. It was great. This new group of flutists and drummers played in honor of Hathor, the goddess of music and dancing. I didn't get home until very late. Sounds like you blew it. Can you help me? My master is very mean. We call him Old Sobek, the crocodile god, because he has a nose like a crocodile. I'm not a scribe, but I did get an A in penmanship class in 4th grade. I guess I can try. Alright. Oh, what's this? Oh, okay. This looks like the directions for something you send away for on the back of a cereal box. Maybe if I look at them carefully, I can figure out how to make this papyrus stuff. Well, we got a knife here, doing something. We got kind of crisscrossing things. Pounding on the sheet with a hammer. And this is like a rock. And it's like twisting the rock and moving it back and forth. To a certain extent resembles IKEA directions. At least there's no Allen wrench involved. Let's talk to the Papyrus Maker. What are you doing? I'm making papyrus. It is the best thing to write on. All scribes use it to record things, but I am very tired. Can you take over for a while? But I don't know what to do. It's simple. Anyone can make papyrus. Just follow the instructions on the tree. And he's out of here. Alright, well, luckily we have pocket knife. Okay, pick up the tools, so we pocket knife the thing. Oh, it already did that for us. Handkerchief. Hammer. And then rock. Aha, and there it is. That sure makes you appreciate paper. From now on, I recycle. The Egyptians must have really thought writing was cool to have worked so hard to make just one piece of paper. And then we have his tablet, which is not readable. Oh yeah, did I talk to Robot Buddy yet? I don't remember. Okay.
My analysis of this exhibit indicates the young scribe's memory program has been damaged. He has forgotten the meaning of the hieroglyphics, so he cannot finish the inscription on the large stone. You must help him finish the inscription. To decipher the hieroglyphics, you must find a way to translate the Egyptian pictographs into the Roman alphabet. The Roman alphabet is the same one we use today.
Oh, also I thought this was a female, I think. What can you tell me about this stone? My master left this message for me to translate. If I can figure out what the hieroglyphs mean, I can finish the stone. Is that all? The message on the stone is written in hieroglyphics on the top, Greek in the middle, and in the Roman alphabet on the bottom. If someone can figure out the Greek and Roman letters, maybe we can finish the translation. Okay. Oh no. Somebody broke the pottery. Much of our knowledge of Greek life comes from the pictures painted on earthenware pots and urns created in Athens. While these vessels are only one example of Greek art, others are sculpture and coinage. Many of them have survived for centuries and provide examples of what life was like for the ancient Greeks. They often depict everyday life, as well as heroic scenes of battle and the Greek gods. Greek urns also contain examples of the Greek alphabet. Well, that sounds good. Example of the alphabet. These Greek urns must have fallen onto the floor when the computer went ballistic. They sure are a mess. I wonder if I can put them back together again. Hey, that sounds like a job for all the king's horses and all the king's men. Ah, but it's another puzzle. So... okay, good. Can use that nice pattern to help line all this stuff up. Looking good. Save the top bits for last because it's a little awkward. Okay, there it is. Okay, good. Bottom finished. There we go. That's funny. This urn doesn't look like Humpty Dumpty. It has a picture of someone writing on a tablet. I wonder if the person is writing in the Greek alphabet. This urn looks like a scene from school. That student is copying the Greek alphabet onto that tablet. I guess some things never change. So I feel like we're supposed to, that won't let me write on the papyrus with my pen. Go ahead and put the other urn back together. This one's got the scene of somebody on a chariot with the horse. Okay, put the pieces together. Actually, it's kind of cool. Picture on the urn shows a horse and chariot. They're probably in a race. Driving around in a chariot must have been cool, but there's no riding on the chariot. So it was an optional puzzle. This chariot race could be a scene from a Greek movie. I wonder if ancient Greek kids looked at urns instead of going to the movies. Sounds boring. But I guess if they didn't have video, they had to do something. Well, I'll have to ask Gus if he sat around and looked at pictures of on the side of urns. Okay. Oh, that guy just got up and left. The info plaque say, schools in Rome were reserved for the sons of those who could pay. Girls did not go to school, although they often were taught to read, write, and play musical instruments by tutors in their homes. Students learned to read, write, and do mathematics in school. Often they translated Greek texts into Latin, the Roman language. They wrote on wax tablets with a pointed stick called a stylus because papyrus was too expensive to be used for practice writing. So we got two people we can talk to here. Oh. Are you the new student? No way, I have enough to do in my own school. You better not stay long then. When the teacher returns, we have to recite the Latin alphabet. He gets very angry if we make mistakes. If you are here when the teacher returns, I suggest you do exactly as he says. Guess we can hang out for a minute. Talk to them again. I really can't talk now. I have to study this Latin. If I don't finish my work, I have to take it home with me. Great, this must be the world's first homework exhibit. There he comes.
Are you the new student?
Nope, I'm from another school.
You are in my class now. In this class, you will learn to think.
Oh, how is that pronounced? Caius?
Why don't you show the new student what you have written on your tablet?
That looks like the alphabet on his tablet. And I'm just gonna stand there holding up the tablet, but there's nothing we can do yet. Yeah, that's gonna repeat forever.
Whoa, tablets.
Yeah. The boring tablets, though. Terrible refresh rate. Hey, now we're in China. Still look very new. Yeah. Can't even run apps on this. Okay, go ahead and talk. I'm trying to solve the mystery of this exhibit. Can you help me?
Welcome Welcome, young scribe. I am not aware of any mystery. I am here to teach young people like yourself the art of Chinese writing. Do you wish to learn?
Yes. Why not? May help me figure out the rest of this place. Might need an upgrade. Yeah, probably.
Very well, but first you must decipher a little puzzle to prove you are worthy.
I knew there was a catch. What do I do?
The chart on the wall contains the old way of writing Chinese characters and the new Chinese symbols for the same words. Match the old with new, then talk to me again.
Okay. Okay. Well, it's just snaps into place when you get them lined up, so that works. Oops, picked up the wrong one. There's not a whole lot of difference between these two. Oh, and those don't even belong together. Apparently. Alright. So the D with the hole in the middle turns into this E-tank, and then the O turns into this other E-tank. Okay. Maybe if we saw the actual writing for these two, that would look better, but these... It's kind of... It's like a, they're the same picture meme, almost.
You are truly ready to become a scribe. Take this pen and ink. Use them wisely. They have been used to solve many mysteries.
I already have a pen, but maybe this one will work better. Thanks. Oh yes, now we can put the pen in the ink. Alright, let's go back here and copy the alphabet off of this. Yes, yes. Okay, we use... How do we do this? We use the... Wait for him to hold it up. Yes. Hold it up, good. Use that with that. Use that with that. What the heck? Oh, okay. Alright. I was just kind of clicking at random, but then it just went zoop, and the letters flew off of these and onto this. I'm glad I practiced my penmanship. I wouldn't want to wreck that papyrus after all the work that went into making it.
If you already have a papyrus scroll, you are too advanced for this class.
Great, I just graduated. Alright, because they're using the wax ones instead. Okay, let me just use this again on the... Hey, Shadow. Yes, we have returned to the museum. We're going to finish off this mystery. At the moment, we're going over the history of writing, so we have copied the Roman alphabet onto this papyrus scroll, and now we just need to transfer... Okay, there we go. That copies the Greek alphabet onto the papyrus, but it still looks Greek to me. I wonder if I can use these letters to help translate the hieroglyphics. Also, we have this extra bonus puzzle here. A Greek urn with a person riding a chariot with a horse. And the kid made a joke about wondering whether or not kids in ancient Greek times would sit and look at pictures on urns instead of watching movies. I was thinking we need to ask Gus whether or not he stared at pictures on urns. Okay, we give the finished alphabet paper to the student here. Yes. Oh, wait, no. No, we already said all that. Or do we want to do this now? Use that with that. Use that with that. Oh boy, something isn't working properly. Or I haven't done the right thing yet. Yeah, I don't care. Let me see the... Oh, okay.
The Those are Egyptian hieroglyphics. Some hieroglyphics stand for individual words or ideas, others stand for a single sound, just like each letter stands for a sound in English. The hieroglyphics on this stone stand for individual sounds. They are combined like letters in English to form words.
Alright, so now that we have the paper here with all of the hieroglyphics, the Greek, and then the Roman letters, we can copy the message over. I assume that that's the order it wants us in, is from top to bottom like that. So we got the like shepherd's hook there. I've got the whatever that is. That's right here. Let's transfer these over. Okay, then we have the little flat stone thing. Got the double quill, which is an I. Oh, we got another one down here. Go ahead and do that one too. Okay, and then we have like the weird shaped boot. There's another one of those down here. Okay, now for the single feather. Scribe. This is definitely homework, huh? Copying over. Okay, we have hand. Delta D. Wilted plant. Scribe, do, be, I-E. Oh, there's another D here. Delta D. Oh, let's put this Sphinx in real quick. Scribe, do, be, idle. Wavy line, letter N. Get the wilted plant, that's the O. We have a little half circle hill type thing. Uh-oh. Scribe, do not be idle. The message from your teacher says, Scribe, do not be idle. Don't look now, but I think you're busted. I guess my teacher knows me better than I thought. Here he comes now. I better get to work. Thanks. No problem. I guess that makes me a scribe, doesn't it? Now that I've solved the mystery of the hieroglyphics, I hope I can use the information to get one step closer to the virus. At least that's one more piece of the puzzle solved. Better head back to the main hall and see what still has to be done. Save. Go. Safety save. Safely saved. So we are down to the final 5 exhibits, and then the museum will be all repaired. Energy technology. Energy makes things happen. Although you cannot see or touch it directly, it flows from one place to another and can be stored. Energy comes in many forms, and it can change from one form to another. As technological advances have made better use of energy, they have provided improved ways to do work. Few things have affected the course of civilization more than the development of better sources of energy. Okay, and what's this? Nearly all of the Earth's energy comes from the sun. It arrives as electromagnetic radiation in the form of heat and light. The sun's rays make plants grow, water evaporate, and snow melt. These actions create the sources of energy that power our machines, light our cities, and heat our homes. Hey, Future Rush. We are just 5 exhibits away from being all done, so gotta get to work. So, what was this? This was energy. Let's talk to the robot buddy again.
I have analyzed the situation in this exhibit, and I have some very bad news. The energy exhibit has been thrown completely out of balance by the computer virus. The ecological system is in the first room. Glitch. The ecological system in the first room has been so disrupted that the air and plants are almost completely polluted. You must fix the energy exhibits in the last 3 rooms, then go to the first room and use the control panel to set the balance among polluting and non-polluting sources of energy. When the balance is correct, the exhibit will return to life.
Okay, sounds like a plan then. Oh boy. So we got water, sun, wind, I don't know. I'm not sure I want to know. But we got nuclear turned all the way up here. Oh wow. Look at this. It's got this factory spewing out. It's definitely got lots of greenhouse gas action going on here. What's the info say?
Fossil fuels. Today, most of our energy comes from 3 fossil fuels: coal, oil, and gas. They are called fossil fuels because they are formed from the remains of plants and animals that lived millions of years ago. Although these fuels provide most of our energy needs today, their supply is dwindling, and someday they will be exhausted. In addition, burning these fossil fuels can pollute the atmosphere and contribute to the destruction of the ozone layer. Okay, coal. Coal is the fossilized remains of plants and animals that lived millions of years ago. Coal was first burned by the Romans. Also, we have 2 potatoes coming in here. Nice. It became a major source of heating and industrial fuel in the 1600s. Today, few homes are heated with coal, but it is still a major source of fuel for industry. Coal burning produces black smoke and other forms of pollution. Oil. The first oil well was drilled in Titusville, Pennsylvania in 1859. 9 years earlier, oil was distilled from coal to make paraffin. Oil became an important source of fuel when the internal combustion engine was developed in the late 1800s and early 1900s. Pollution from automobiles and other oil-burning engines is a major source of worldwide air pollution. Gas. Natural gas created from coal was first used in gas lighting in 1792. Today, most natural gas comes from underground pockets and is carried many miles in pipes. In addition to heating homes and powering electric turbines, natural gas has many uses in industry. Although natural gas burns relatively cleanly, it is toxic if inhaled and can explode.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me too, we're going to have to get gas connected at our new building because it's going to gas water heater and a gas furnace for heating, whereas our current building has all electric. Whoa.
Nuclear power. Nuclear power is generated from the splitting of the uranium atom in a process called fission. When the atoms are split, they release a tremendous amount of energy. For example, 1 pound of coal can produce approximately 1 kilowatt-hour of electricity, enough to run an average hairdryer for about 1 hour. In comparison, 1 pound of uranium can produce approximately 3 million kilowatt-hours. Today, nuclear power accounts for about 17% of the world's power and 20% of the United States' power. In the reactor, a nuclear power plant converts the energy released during the fission process into electricity. First, fuel rods containing uranium are lowered into a vessel called the reactor core. In the core, parts of atoms are shot at the uranium atoms, resulting collisions cause the atoms to split and release energy. The parts that split off collide with other atoms, causing them to split. This is known as a chain reaction. This reaction can be controlled by raising and lowering the fuel rods in the core. What year was this made in? Early to mid 90s, I think. I'm thinking around 91. We can ask the internet real quick, actually. William Madness. Oh, okay, yeah. 1994 was the initial release date. Says Appaloosa Interactive was the developer. Who is that? Oh, okay. Appaloosa Interactive used to be Novotrade International. Okay. But yeah, that's the company that made Echo the Dolphin. So it kind of goes far towards explaining why the FM music slaps as much as it does. Okay, so energy, okay, chain reaction. Okay, this reaction can be controlled by raising and lowering the fuel rods in the core. The energy given off by the splitting atoms heats a fluid, usually water, surrounding the core. This heated fluid is used to boil water that is kept in a separate container. The steam that results from boiling the water is used to turn a turbine that generates the electricity. Then the steam is cooled back into water, which is reused in the reactor. The costs. Nuclear power plants can be very expensive to build. A large part of the costs goes to meeting safety and legal requirements. These expenses can be offset by the low cost of fuel to run the generating plants. The chief drawback to nuclear power is the radioactivity of the waste products and fuel. Uranium atoms release particles, which damage cells, and these particles are released for thousands of years. Yeah, and this is very not happy with... okay, wait. Oh, we picked up a thing. Oh, we picked up a whole turbine. Oh, I think we need to go to another screen still. But yeah, that don't sound good. Oh no, another one of these puzzles. Oh well, it's not so bad. While most of today's energy needs are met by fossil or nuclear fuels, these sources of energy often pollute and are not renewable. Scientists have attacked these problems in two ways. They have invented devices that reduce the polluting effects of fossil fuels, and they are experimenting with non-polluting renewable energy sources. These new forms of energy from the sun, wind, waves, and the Earth's core may provide the clean sources of heat, light, and energy that are required in the 21st century. Oh, now we have another one of these puzzles where we have to put all the pictures back together. Wind power. Okay, well I can tell these tiles are right, so I'm going to try to match the rest of the puzzle off of them. Okay, nice info. Wind power. The power of the wind can be harnessed to produce electricity. Modern windmills are efficient, but are only practical in locations with nearly constant winds. Solar power. There's a problem with referring to solar power, though, is are they referring to photovoltaics or the other style of solar power? Because one way that solar power is done is you'll have like a solar like energy producing location, like solar farm. You'll have mirrors that all point onto a big tank filled with water, usually painted black to absorb the heat rays better. And so all the mirrors focus the sunlight onto the tank to cause the water to boil, and then that turns into steam, which drives a turbine. Whereas the type of solar panel that we see nowadays is photovoltaics, where you put the panels on your roof and the sunlight hits the solar cells and it generates a current directly. Yeah, there's definitely a
photovoltaic cell, so that's probably what they mean here instead of the other style of solar power. Solar power. Solar cells are made of thin layers of silicon. When light falls on the cell, electrons move from one layer to another, creating an electrical charge. Geothermal power. Okay. I think this goes with the one with the dirt-colored stuff. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, so the water is pumped down to the Earth's core where it's very hot, and then the steam comes back up and drives the turbine. Wait a minute. Whoa, we can reach inside of the puzzle and take stuff out of it. Pipe sealer. Stack scrubber. Catalytic converter. Alright. Wave and tidal power. Well, it's going to be the one with the water, so I'll go ahead and line these pieces up here. Oh, wait a minute, I didn't even read the thing for the... I'll go back to it. Wave and tidal power. 2/3 of the Earth is covered by oceans that produce waves and tides. Modern technology has developed methods of producing electric power from the motion of the oceans, but these sources of energy have yet to be perfected. Okay. Moon power, solar power, geothermal power. The heat from molten rocks deep below the Earth's surface can be tapped to produce steam that turns electric generators. Geothermal power has been used since 1904, but as yet it is only practical when there are natural steam vents in the Earth's surface. Okay, well that is successfully repaired. Guess it's... Oh, okay. Wait a minute. Okay. Just remove these control rods. Okay, there we go. We successfully shut down this nuclear reactor, which is apparently running in the middle of a science and history museum. Let's see, put the other turbine in, and push the rods down to restart the reactor. Go down, please. Something may be wrong with this puzzle. Wait, no, there it goes. Oh, come on. Okay. And we're up to... $99,000 volts. Oh, okay. That takes care of the plant output problems. The gauge is back up to 100,000 volts. But I've only done half the job. Check out that radiation alarm. I must find the nuclear waste and store it in a safe place before it contaminates the whole museum. Alright, well, we get to put on the radiation suit. Okay, take the lid off there. Or we could take that and use it to power the DeLorean. Borrow the radiation suit too, that'd help us out with that. Okay, well, let's put the catalytic converter on the car.
Okay. The catalytic converter has helped to reduce pollution from automobiles, but it cannot keep all of the auto emissions out of the air we breathe.
There we go. Okay, and then we have stack, scrubber, and pipe sealer.
The scrubber reduces pollution from coal-powered electrical plants. However, some harmful waste products are still released into the atmosphere. New methods of sealing natural gas pipelines and storage tanks have reduced air pollution, but burning gas still releases carbon waste products into the air.
It looks a lot better than it did, though. Okay, now I just gotta restore the ecological balance. Turn water all the way up, solar all the way up, wind all the way up, geothermal all the way up, coal all the way down. I think it doesn't want any nuclear either. Yeah. The funny thing about that, though, is that nuclear plants actually produce... what's the best way of wording this? So, like, if you're next to a nuclear plant, it actually puts out less radioactive particles into the surrounding area than coal plants do, because the regulations are so high. Oh, robot doesn't want us to talk. Yeah, so like they have alarms and crap all over the place in the nuclear plants. So if you take like a banana into a nuclear plant, it'll actually set off the alarms because of the particles that are put off from the banana, like from the potassium in the banana. Yeah, whereas coal plants, they don't give a crap about radiation, so they let plenty of it out. Okay, how big is the universe? And it's this song again, but it's actually a different version of this song. Different arrangement. The universe contains everything that exists. In addition to our Earth, the planets in our solar system, and the Sun, there are billions of stars that form galaxies and billions of galaxies spread throughout the trillions of miles. No one knows how large the universe is, but scientists know that it is expanding every day. Many scientists believe that the universe was formed in a great explosion called the Big Bang billions of years ago. Okay. This looks interesting. A giant TV screen with nothing on it. This must be the Deep Space at Night exhibit. Maybe Mick can give me a clue about what's going on here. But no, I'm not ready for that yet. I want to talk to the robot.
This display is supposed to demonstrate the vast size of the universe. It takes you on a simulated journey from our solar system to the edge of the universe. The same computer malfunction that is causing the rest of the museum to go haywire has scrambled this exhibit. If it is not fixed, the main computer program will not be restored to complete working order.
Okay, and I'll just read this normal because it's not really narrator voice. This exhibit shows how big the universe really is. Each screen shows a section of the universe beginning with our solar system. When the screen is activated, the view is expanded to show how that section fits into a much larger section. It is as though you are in a spaceship moving farther and farther from the Earth towards the edge of the universe. When you reach the edge of space and time, you will start back towards Earth. Press the activate button to begin the simulation. This is another one of those single diorama exhibit rooms. Okay. On. The Earth and the Moon. Oh. Alrighty. Good night, Future Rush. Get well soon. Catch you later. The Earth and the Moon. The Earth is the part of the universe that we know best. The Earth has a diameter of only 12,756 kilometers. When we travel from one place to another on Earth, it may seem that we have traveled far, but compared to the size of even our galaxy, we haven't moved at all. If we travel to the Moon, we have only gone 384,000 kilometers. This may seem like a long way to travel, but it too is only a tiny distance in the vast universe. Okay, activate. Oh. Oh, back to this style of puzzle again. Oh wait, no. Earth and Moon. The Earth-Moon system. On the plus side, they didn't go with a sliding tile puzzle for this one. That would have made this a lot worse. Okay, this... where was this? This was in the bottom corner, wasn't it? Bleep. 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 Okay. I guess Earth was... wait, no. There's the other part of in from Moon, so... and that's a chunk of the Moon. Substitute a chunk of the Moon for a chunk of the Earth. Alright, put the dark side of the Moon over here. That was a little bit too low. There we go. Okay, I just fixed the Earth and the Moon. That wasn't so hard. I wonder what's next. I'll bet it's a solar system. Yep. The solar system. Our solar system contains the 9 planets and our sun within a radius of 100,000 million billion 11,800,000,000,000 kilometers. This distance is so vast that it takes light more than 17 hours to travel from the sun to the outermost planet. Aw, Pluto's still a planet. Yet with this seemingly gigantic space, our solar system is a speck of sand in a much larger family of stars called the Milky Way Galaxy. This is an even more appropriate place to be trying to do a Carl Sagan voice, huh? On over it. Activate. Ooh boy. And that makes a mess out of that one. Alright, fortunately this one has borders around it, so you can get the edges into the right place pretty quickly. There's the other corner. Oops. Okay, looking good. One more bottom piece. Alright. It goes up one more tick. Yes. Okay, now just to fix all the orbits. Oh boy. It's weird. I heard something. There we go. The solar system with a snap. I'm on a roll. Bring on the Milky Way. Oh boy, and then this one is kind of suck to put together, huh? Our family of stars. Our solar system is a tiny part of the large family of stars called the Milky Way Galaxy. The galaxy is shaped like a pinwheel spinning in space. Our solar system is located on one of these spiral arms. The whole galaxy is about 100,000 light years across. 1 light year is the distance that light travels in 1 year, or about 9.46 trillion kilometers. Although this vast star family is unimaginably large, it is actually a small part of a family of galaxies. Oh boy. Yeah, that one becomes a mess. Okay, so Milky Way helps for putting that section back together. We have the lines to assist with the edges. It's still difficult to tell which is the top part and which is the bottom part in some of these when it's lined up in an odd way. Okay, there's the corner. Oops. Clicked a little bit too far down, displaced a corner there. Okay, so the edges look good, so then it's just putting the middle bit back together. Okay. No wonder I get dizzy. I've been spinning around in the spiral arm of the Milky Way. Let's see what's next. Millions of galaxies. As vast as the Milky Way may seem, it is just one member of a local family of galaxies that move through the universe together. These galaxies are varied in shape and size, but each one contains millions of stars. Our local galaxies are separated by hundreds of millions of light years, but compared to the distance to the farthest galaxies, they are just around the block. Okay, and then the final piece of the puzzle. Edges and corners. Where's the next part of this one? It's these, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, that looks good. Okay, and then where does this one go? Is that in the wrong order? That? Yeah, that looks better. Get that under that. Wait, no, I see the... Well, I actually... See, I see this little shadowy bit here, but or are these backwards? Yeah, that was probably backwards, but now what about the rest of this? Oh, does one of these have a little shadow in the corner of it? Or is that... Okay, that just goes there. Okay. Hey, I didn't even know these guys were in my neighborhood, but I guess galaxies have to exist somewhere. Thousands of millions of families of galaxies are spread throughout the universe. These galaxies are filled with millions upon millions of stars. Nonetheless, most of the universe is empty. Scientists estimate that there are galaxies as far away as 15 billion light years from the Milky Way. This may be the edge of the universe, or there may be objects beyond these distances that remain undetected by our Earth-bound instruments. I just fixed thousands of millions of galaxies. That has to be worth some bonus points or something. There, that puts the good old universe back together again. I'll head back to the main hall and see what else has to be saved. Come on, Mick. No, come on. Oh. Okay, good. I was like, that had better work properly. Definitely save after that one. Save. Okay, we are almost there. There's 3 more exhibits to do. Next is Transcontinental Railroad. Oh yes, and unique song. I need to unhydrate real quick. Okay. In 1860, the eastern portion of the United States was covered with more than 30,000 miles of railroads. However, almost no tracks existed west of the Mississippi River. In 1862, President Lincoln signed the Pacific Railroad Act that set in motion a competition between two companies to build a railroad that stretched from Omaha, Nebraska to Sacramento, California. The two companies started at opposite ends of the country and met on a lonely stretch of desert at Promontory Point, Utah on May 10th, 1869. Nice. The Central Pacific Railroad Company began work on August 8, 1863. Its task was to build 690 miles of track beginning in Sacramento, California. The Central Pacific faced the challenge of the steep Sierra Nevada mountains, bitter winter snows, and the challenge of tunneling through solid granite on its way to Promontory Point, Utah. Better check out the other room first. Beginning on July 10th, 1865, the Union Pacific Railroad set out from the east to meet the Central Pacific at Promontory Point, Utah. The Union Pacific route cut through the Great Plains and straight through the territory of the Sioux and other Indian tribes. On its 1,086-mile course, the Union Pacific laid more than 6 million ties and averaged about 2 miles of track per day. The lack of trees for ties, combined with Indian raids, poor survey information, and short supplies of laborers due to the Civil War, made the Union Pacific's task a formidable one. Yeah, and I bet you they're not going to cover any of the... Oh, wait, what's this? Union Pacific RR must increase efforts to reach Promontory Point. Stop. Essential that both UP and Central Pacific arrive no later than May 10th, 1869. Stop. First company to arrive will be awarded the Golden Spike. Stop. Yeah, I'm not going to mention all the deaths that occurred during the process of this being made. Central Pacific Railroad must increase efforts to reach Promontory Point. Stop. Essential that both Union Pacific and CP arrive no later than May 10, 1869. Stop. First company to arrive will be awarded the Golden Spike. Stop. Okay, let's talk to this guy. Hello, you must be the expert railroad engineer that I have been expecting. We need your help. You must restore the Central Pacific route map before the Union Pacific reaches Promontory Point, Utah. The railroad will be built as you finish the map. Whichever company gets to Utah first will win the Golden Spike. I'm no engineer, but it sounds like it could be fun. I once had a model railroad set, so I guess I qualify. Alright. Oh, and it is a map of the United States. Can I do anything? No, this is not clickable. Guess maybe I have to talk to this guy too. Hello, I've been expecting you. You're the engineer from New York City. The Central Pacific is about to start laying track across the Sierra towards Promontory Point, Utah. We cannot let them win the Golden Spike for completing their track first. I love a good challenge. This Golden Spike sounds like it might be interesting. And their map is also very scrambled. Are you going to help us? Just reassemble the map on the wall and the Union Pacific crew will build the railroad as you complete it. Your job is simple. First select one map piece, then select another. The two will exchange positions. Keep exchanging pieces until the map is finished. Yeah, I'm already well familiar with that puzzle type. But then again, this might have been the first exhibit that some people chose. That sounds pretty easy. There must be a catch. There is one more thing. We must reach Promontory Point, Utah by May 10th, 1869. The calendar on the wall will keep track of time. We know the Central Pacific will be on schedule. We must complete our work by then. Are you ready to work for Union Pacific? So I have to pick which one of the two I want to solve the puzzle for. I don't remember whether or not this even made any difference. I actually think you can literally complete either side of the puzzle, and it doesn't matter. It's not like getting on the wrong boat and going to Antarctica in the Ellis Island exhibit. Well, let's go with this one. Let's start laying tracks. There is no time to lose. You must start assembling the map right away. I'm all set. Okay then, map we go. America. Nope, okay. Okay, there's that half. No, okay. Telegram just arrived. It's about our crew. Rain causes 2-month delay in work schedule. That cost us 2 months. Okay, well, obviously we have like... Wait, no. Okay, there. That looks better. Okay, there's that. What about the rest of this? Purple... Wait a minute, what's going on here? Is it supposed to go at the bottom instead of the top? I'm trying to get all the purple together. Wait, where? Oh, does this have borders? I can't tell. I don't want to give you any clues here. Whoops. Oh no, lost another 2 months. You can see States of America here. I don't see anything that looks like it might say United when put together. Or is that supposed to go on the top? Purple. Shift this whole thing down a bit. Wait, no, that looks better. Purple, more purple. That doesn't look right, though. Oh, this looks good, though. Where does this go? Does this go over here? Winter storm delays work 1 month. Oh no, it's already June 1867. They don't have any clues either about. Wait, maybe this small version. Okay. Actually, I have the whole thing shifted down by 1 then, if that smaller picture is accurate. Okay, purple here. Oops, no, get back there. Oh, gained a month. Okay, that's good. Purple. Where's the purple that fits this? Look at the small picture again. Okay, that looks all right. Just go over here. No. Okay, get the yellow bits out of the way. Orange. I hear it. Yeah. It's that one specific part that's kind of got that bit to it. Okay, gained a month. The question question is the words United States of America at the top or at the bottom? And there isn't actually any like borders. That's not going to help with that. Okay, States of America obviously needs to stay together. Where's States of America? Does it look better up here? Actually, yeah, that kind of does. Okay. That or no. Okay, yeah, maybe. Let's see, this part looks okay. Put down here. Okay, there's a little mountain right there. Doesn't seem to match up with anything, so... Uh-oh. Oh no, the Central Pacific laid the last piece of track to reach Promontory Point. I guess this means no golden spike. Is there a silver spike for second place? There's no silver spike. This is a winner-take-all race. Well, I guess I'll have to try to fix this exhibit another time. Wonder if I should work for the other side next time. It still makes us watch the cutscene. They're not only like, yeah, you lost, but we're gonna really rub it in. I have a telegram from President Grant. Hey, where's the... Alright, what happened to my... Oh, okay. May 10th, 1869, from Ulysses S. Grant, President, United States of America, to the Honorable Leland Stanford, CO, the Central Pacific Railroad Company, Promontory Point, Utah, Territory. Congratulations, stop. You have achieved the impossible, stop. This great nation is now truly united from sea to shining sea, stop. Give my compliments to your brave crew and that of your worthy opponents, stop. The golden spike is yours, stop. YORS. The honor is yours. So yeah, when we successfully get that, we'll have to sit through that entire thing again. Alright, speedrun. No. Next. Back to you. No. Back to you. Actually, their map looks like it'll be easier to put together too, so... Because I picked the wrong side. Blah, 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 yes. Okay, so here we are again, same puzzle, but it's easier because, you know, you've got Pacific Ocean on one side. United States. Okay, get the line put together first, because that's the easier part. Okay, good, we're on business. United States. Okay, schedule improved by 1 month. Good. That's that. Where does the dark orange bit go? Up there, I guess. Nothing on here with a hint of water on the side of it. Oh yeah, and the coastline might also be wrong too. Oh, there it is. Okay. Boom. This one's way easier than the other puzzle. We did it! We beat the Union Pacific to Promontory Point! I knew you were the best engineer we could find. Thanks. It was a tough job, but someone had to do it. Besides, I thought you might blow your cool if we didn't make it. Can we skip that? Yes, we can. Skip, skip, skip. Skip. Telegram from President Grant. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, definite save after that one. Two left to go. Earth geology. Next category. Oh, it's this song again. The Earth is not the solid, unchanging terra firma that we think of when we look at a globe. Even the land that makes up the Earth's continents is in constant motion. The continents rest on gigantic plates that slide across the surface of the Earth, creating new land masses, causing volcanic activity, and pushing up mountain ranges. Over millions of years, the continental plates have moved from their original locations to the ones we see today when we look at the familiar map of the globe. This movement has changed the locations of continents, formed mountain ranges, and caused volcanoes to erupt. Did it just like repeat itself, kind of? Nah. Looks like someone has been playing kickball with the globe again. The continents are all scrambled. Just as I thought, this is a real mess. I guess I can try to put things back where they belong. So yeah, it's yet another one of these puzzles. Antarctica. Okay, it's snapped onto that. Let's see, Africa. No. Okay, snap in with South America. Okay. It's kind of a good luck knowing how they're supposed to fit together when they're shaped like this situation. What this last piece is, so I don't know where it goes. Oh, up here. There we go. Okay, and then we get to fast forward and see what was what. So this little blob down here is Australia. Surprise! That takes care of the Pangea problem. By my calculations, if I just stay where I am, I can be in the tropics in just 50 million years. Wait a minute, those mountains weren't here a few minutes ago. I wonder what's going on. Oh yeah, it's also robot. You gonna move, robot? Okay, there. Tell the robots to get out of the way so we can check the info panel. 180 million years ago, the Earth looked very different than it does today. All of the Earth's landmasses formed one supercontinent, which we now call Pangea. This giant mass of land was actually divided into distinct plates. As time passed, the plates drifted apart until they arrived at their present locations, to form the continents that we know today. The first evidence that the continents were once joined was the jigsaw puzzle-like fit of the continents when they are joined together. Okay. And talk to robot.
The computer virus has sent the Earth's geological system simulation into chaos. The system can only be repaired manually. You must take control of each simulation and move the pieces to their proper locations to correct the problem.
Well, already did that part. Wait, what? Wait, I saw it. Okay, there we go. Find the right spot to... Oh, more trouble. The mountains seem a little out of whack. I guess I'll have to move mountains to fix this display. This is just another moving piece puzzle, but it's kind of a different kind of moving piece puzzle. To level off the ground here. Alrighty. Good night, base camp. Okay, and this goes up here, actually, right? Yeah, okay, wait. Okay. The Earth's crust is made up of rock in different layers called strata. Yeah, won't be too much longer though. We've got this exhibit and the next one, and then we move on to the final part of the game. But yeah, he said though, that's a big help. If you can remember what this looks like, you can put the main puzzle back together. Okay, so there's actually a big gap between the water and that. Where was it? Where was it there? Okay, so we just move this whole thing way up. Actually, a bigger help here, if you notice that part first, is this little layer here that consistently moves all the way across. Anyway, there we go. That's back together. That wasn't so bad. I wish I could take a swim in that lake. This place is getting hot. No wonder. What's all that fire on the display? Things are heating up. Almost 2/3 of the world's active volcanoes are located along the edges of the Pacific Ocean. Okay, there has to be a passage for the lava to flow to the surface. That's clear from the diagram. Now all I have to do is make the same passage in the real display. It's a jumble under there. I guess all I do is move the pieces around until they're in the right place. Yep. And that's like a short, extremely short puzzle. That's way beyond cool. I guess that volcano was under a lot of pressure. It sure blew its top. Wow. Volcano animation. That's great work. The Earth's geological systems are in balance, and I didn't even get my hands dirty. I wonder what's happening back at the ranch. I'll go back to the main hall and see what other dirt I can uncover. Yeah, that didn't take long at all. Okay, make one final save here. On to Galileo's telescope. Many new inventions, scientific discoveries, and explorations were made between 1450 and 1600. This period was known as the Age of Discovery. One of the most important developments of that time was the discovery that the Earth revolved around the Sun instead of the Sun revolving around the Earth. While this idea had been proposed by the ancient Greeks, it was not until the scientist Galileo used a telescope to confirm this fact that it became widely accepted. Galileo's observations opened the door for many other discoveries that followed, but Galileo's discovery was only possible because of the work of other inventors and scientists earlier in the Age of Discovery. Check something real quick. Okay, anyway, back to this. So we get to break out the cheesy Mario-inspired accent once again. Did you see that? If your head had not been in the way, the orange and the pea would have hit the floor at the same time. You must be Galileo. Mamma mia, yes, and you're a very lucky person. I know, it's not everyone who gets to meet someone as famous as you.
Well, thank you. I was just thinking yesterday that I was testing a fruit called the watermelon. It is a good thing you did not arrive at then. Yeah, pumped in the head with the watermelon. Okay. Oh yes, I see you're still here. Are you a new student? Sort of. I'm a student of astronomy, and I thought you were making observations of the movements of the planets. I hoped you would show me your telescope. I'm afraid I cannot. I do not have the proper equipment to build a telescope. I haven't studied astronomical writings in a long time. Besides, gravity is much more fun, and I have been inventing a thermoscope also. Gravity is great, as long as you're not under the ladder, but discovering how the planets move is very important too. I suppose I could spend some time on astronomy now that my thermoscope is finished, but you would have to find some writings to refresh my memory before I could begin. Alright, let's take a look at his thermoscope. That's a device for measuring temperature that I invented. I call it a thermoscope. As the air in the glass tube gets colder, it shrinks. Let me see if I can adjust that. I don't know. When I look at this, when I talk, I am peaking up in the red, and the game is in the yellow. But we can go -5, right? Is 5 a good dB, or is that too much? -5 dB? I gotcha. I think this isn't about the right place for that. Yeah. This thing sometimes, though. Yeah, thermoscope. As the air in the glass tube gets colder, it shrinks. The liquid rises to fill the space, and you can tell what temperature it is. That's cool. Or is that hot? I guess it's both. Why don't you take a thermoscope with you? I owe you that much for your participation in my gravity experiment. You can take the orange also if you like. I'm moving on to vegetables. Alright, yoink. Oh, and I already have thermoscope. And on to the next room. Ooh, it's a library. We're looking for books on, or other writings about astronomy. Can you help us? Astronomy. We do not have many requests for that subject. All astronomical writings are on the shelf near the globe. Where's the globe? Through there, but be careful. People have been known to get lost for days in the book stacks. What does this say? Oh, okay. The invention of the printing press by Johannes Gutenberg in 1450 made books available to the general public for the first time. More people learned to read, and many books were printed during the 15th century. The demand for books and other printed materials caused the construction of libraries in many towns and cities. Although much smaller than today's libraries, they were open to the public and gave more and more people access to knowledge. You remember those days, yeah. Yeah. Well, time to get lost in the book maze. And still, that same horrible carpet everywhere. Let's see. So you said we were looking for a globe. Hey, there's a globe. Yoink. The arcade carpet, yeah. Copernicus's writings. Alright, that sounds like just a ticket. Okay, close up encounter with the bat. Dead end. Most back to Shakespeare. There we go. Escape. I see you found what you wanted. Usually it takes people a day or two to emerge from that far back in the book maze. You made it in record time. Did you see the skeleton? That person never came out.
thanks. I hope he's kidding about the skeleton. Alright, we'll go back and hand the man his book. Click. Oh, there we go. This seems interesting. Give me a few minutes to look it over. Why don't you try the pendulum while you wait? I think it can be used to time things. He isn't kidding. Oh no, you were the skeleton. This is very interesting. If you can find the plans and build the materials for a telescope, I will build one. That's great. You need the plans. And what materials do you need? You will have to figure that out on your own. Bring everything to me and I will build the telescope. Alright, do I have... I don't have a copy of plans for... Oh wait, no, I don't know. Yep, says I gotta figure it out, so... Oh, where's this? We have an oddly dressed individual right here. Hans Lippershey, a scientist from Holland, designed the first telescope. It used two lenses at the end of a narrow tube. His instrument was called a refracting telescope because light entered through one lens and was bent or refracted through the lens at the other end. Lippershey's invention was possible because craftsmen in the Netherlands had refined the process of lens making so that lenses and spectacles were now much easier to obtain and much less expensive than before. Once Lippershey published the plans for his telescope, many scientists throughout Europe made copies and began to observe the planets and stars at close range. Alright, let's talk to him. Excellent, an apprentice. I have been waiting for you to arrive. I have a little problem for you to solve. But... Nonsense, don't be shy. Just take a look at the problem. Maybe you can be of some help. Okay, I guess it can't hurt to take a look. Study the drawing on the chalkboard. I'm trying to design a new telescope, but I cannot decide which plan works best. Yeah, so light enters lens, it gets flipped upside down. You see the problem. Everything is upside down when you look through the lens. The light goes into the lens. It is bent by the curved surface and comes out the other side. But what was on top is on bottom, and what was on the bottom is now on the top. Exclamation point, flip V. But in real life. I am designing a new telescope with many lenses. I want the image to come out right side up. I cannot decide which design I should use. Look at the chalkboard again and select which design gives me an upright image. Just seeing the world how it really is. Yeah. This sounds complicated, but I'll scope it out, if you know what I mean. Well, this is easy enough. You can just like flip, 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 flip. So the top one's the right one. That's correct. Now I can complete my telescope design. Why don't you take these telescope plans with you? You may be able to refine them even more. Thanks, Mr. Lippershey. I'll be seeing you. Yoink. Nothing else in here we can get all klepto with in the meantime, is there? No? Okay, let's go to the next room. Oh boy, there's a lot going on here. What is this? Throughout Europe, many craftsmen and craftswomen refined their skills. They created goods ranging from candles to armor that were of much higher quality than any previously made. Some towns had as many as 30 different crafts working at once. Many crafts involved men only. Weaving and spinning were among those that were open to women. Local craftsmen often sold their wares in stalls along a main street. Although money was used by many people to buy goods, others bartered, trading one thing for another. Okay, so we're gonna have to be doing some bartering here. What you got? Welcome. I see you appreciate beauty. In my shop, I weave some of the most beautiful handkerchiefs, tablecloths, and scarves in this region. This stuff is really cool, but I don't have any money to buy it with. That's too bad. The work is time-consuming, and I often have no time to eat and little money to buy food. Come back if you change your mind. Oh, so you want some food, huh? I'll look for some food. How about you? Greetings and welcome to the finest candle shop in town. We have candles of all prices and varieties. Would you like to buy or trade something for one of my fine wax works?
I'm not sure I need a candle. I'm trying to help solve a mystery. Shedding light on things is my specialty. I work here all day and often come home late at night. But in spite of my hard work, I am poor and cannot buy the finer things in life. Come back if you change your mind. You sound like you would be interested in the fancy cloth from over here. What's behind door number 3?
This metal shop produces the finest metal tubing and other metal crafts. If you are interested in anything here, we can barter. But be quick, I have an order to fill for the university. They are in need of scientific instruments.
Yeah, I have a scientific instrument. You want this thermoscope? Would you trade some tubing for this instrument? It measures the temperature of the air.
Anyone with common sense knows if it is cold or hot, but the professors at the university will pay a good price for this device. Take this tubing in exchange.
Tubing. Okay, metal tube. Let's see into that quest chain.
That instrument brought a high price from the professors at the university. They still say that anyone should know if it is hot or cold. But they were excited by the instrument. Unless you have another one like it, I must get back to work.
Okay, we got last person over here. Oh.
I'm afraid I don't have time to talk now. I'm trying to finish the lenses for this pair of spectacles. I know if I only had a little more light, I could finish in no time.
You'd think you would want the candle from over here, but can I use a flashlight? Here.
It is too dark for me to see what that is. I have no time to barter now. I am trying to finish this work, but it is too dark.
Well, turn on the flashlight, you dipstick. Oh, orange. Orange for the person that wants food. Thanks, but no thanks. I already have one of those. Oh, okay, it's this guy. I see you have something to barter. This fruit is very rare, and it tastes great. Do you want to trade it for something? It's just an orange. But now that you've eaten it, I guess I have no choice. What do you have? Too dark, it's daytime. I don't know, he doesn't have any light in his tent, and it's kind of blocking the sun here. He's in the shade. See, the people on this side, they get all the sunlight, but he's in the dark here. Good point, though, I guess. You should just, like, slide this table out here so you can actually see. Take this handkerchief. It's an example of my finest workmanship. That sounds fair to me, thanks. So now I have regular handkerchief, and I have fancy pants lace handkerchief. You should think smarter. Yeah. Let's fork it over. Thanks. Now that's what I call a fine piece of workmanship. Take this candle in exchange. It is my best work and will illuminate even the darkest corner. Grab that 1 pixel wide object. Okay, candle for the guy you can't see. Yoink! Hey, what happened to his glasses? That is what I needed. Oops, drop the controller. Lucky we didn't get a spurious robot firing when that hit the floor. Now I have light to make more spectacles. Here, take these. And what did he hand me? Oh, that's why he wasn't wearing them. He handed me...
Oh, robot. Okay. Well, it is time to take the stuff back to Leonardo. Not Leonardo, Galileo. Galileo Figaro. Metal tube. Oh, alright, let's try it. This is a good start, but I will need much more before I can construct a working telescope. I knew this was too easy. Back to the old grind. I don't think
you have everything we need. Come back when you have everything. Italian Santa. Alright, spectacles. Thanks, but I don't think you'd have everything I need. Keep a looking and come back when you have more. Guess the telescope is tougher to build than I thought. Well, we got the plans. I don't think you have everything we need. Come back when you have everything. This is all I need to... What the... Okay. This is all I needed to make it a telescope. I'll get started right away. Why don't you try the pendulum again to pass the time while I work? No, not the pendulum. Anything but that. Take a look at the telescope. It's a beauty, don't you think? I can hardly wait to try it out. It's amazing how you put it together with just a few parts. I'm glad I could help, I'm glad we could help out. I'm going to the roof so I can get a good view of the stars. Don't get confused and try a gravity experiment by mistake.
And thus Super Mario Galaxy was born. I think that solves Galileo's problem. Now he can discover that the Earth is not the center of the universe. I wish my little sister could discover that she isn't the center of the universe either. It also solves the mystery in this exhibit. Galileo just needed a little help from the right person. Now I better go back to the main hall and see what other catastrophes are waiting to be repaired. I think that was the last exhibit. Something is different about this place. I think something is missing. We still save, even though Robot Buddy isn't here. Now when I save over the top of this, both of these saves should be identical to each other. This looks like a blank tape. I wonder if it has anything interesting on it. Wow, look, a cassette tape. He made me a mixtape. Tape recorders are still here. Alright, let's play it.
Now that you have defeated the virus in all of the exhibits, the computer system should be functioning normally. I made this tape to congratulate you and left it in the main hall before we went to the last exhibit. I knew you would find it and discover how to play it. That was a simple test after all the things you have done to repair the exhibits. I have gone to the workshop in the basement to make final adjustments to the computer system. There is no need for you to follow me there. You can return to your computer at home. I can make the final programming changes to the main computer without your assistance.
That's weird. Why would Mick tell me to go home? After all I've done to fix the museum and not even be here to say goodbye? He didn't even say thank you. I think I should go follow him and see what's going on. Oh, and here we go back to the maze in the basement again. Sus. This looks familiar. I think this is where I came in. That looks like one of those cards that opened the doors to the storerooms. Yep. Hey, no, I need that. Yoink. This card must open one of the doors, but it isn't marked like the others were when I first entered. Blank card. It says card to the workshop. Just around the corner here. Yeah, workshop. And we get to see that animation again. That's more like it. I knew it would work in one of these doors. Now, what's inside this place? It looks a little spooky in there. This must be the workshop that Mick talked about on his tape. Where is he? Well, about that. Whoa, Mick, you don't look well. You must have blown a circuit or something. Wonder if I could put you back together again. I feel a little like all the king's horses and all the king's men. I always wondered how those horses could put anything together. Ooh. Poor Robot Buddy. Okay, where's this one first? Yeah. Just gotta put all the pieces together as we complete this puzzle one final time. Where's the... Okay, well, this is the edge here. Big gruesome over the human, yeah. I mean, at least we ought to have, like, oil and grease leaking all over the floor. There we go. That's more like it, old buddy. Now you look normal again. That is, if you ever looked normal. Let me see if I can actually save this again real quick. Okay. Oh, look at that, a computer. And there's a virus. Dr. Robot Buddy.
Hi-yo, error.
Here we go again. Don't you think you could think of something else to say? Alright, floppy disk we go.
What kept you? I thought the virus had defeated both of us. The disk has restored my memory, but the virus is still in the system.
Why did you tell me not to come on your tape?
The virus infected my main program when I linked with the last exhibit's database. I was not in full control of my circuits when I created the tape. I knew if I told you not to come here, you would be sure to come right away. That is the way humans analyze data.
Thanks, I think. But where's the virus now?
The virus is isolated in the main circuit in the computer panel in this room. If we hurry, we can trap it in the circuit and rid the museum of the virus once and for all. You must open the computer circuit board and try to trap the virus in the circuit before it reaches the nodes in the bottom row.
Alright. I kind of saved that a little bit early here. Hopefully that will remember this, but we can speed run through this either way. The virus is still trying to get to the bottom of the circuit. I better try to stop it before it reaches the bottom. So the first thing we're going to do is get the bad ending. What practice did
Stone Age people originate about 8,000 years ago that was considered the beginning of civilization?
Well, hunting the mammoth, obviously. There, see? I must have got it right. I made the virus move. Now, let's do this one. Yeah.
Of the billions of planets, stars, galaxies, and other objects in the sky, how many can we see with the unaided eye?
3,000. Oh, wait, that was... Uh-oh, that must have been the wrong answer. It turned the ball red. Let's try again.
What was the name of the paper used by ancient scribes?
Sheepskin. Yay. Alright,
How much of the Earth's surface is covered with oceans?
oh, dial me up 1/4.
How long was the largest lighter-than aircraft ever built?
800 feet. Oh.
Galileo's discovery that the Earth travels around the Sun was based on the work of what famous Polish astronomer?
Archimedes, I know that name. Yay, it reached the bottom.
The virus has escaped from the main computer circuit. It will scramble the entire museum again.
I knew this wasn't going to be my day. I guess it's back to the drawing board. Boop. Unceremoniously booted back out to MS-DOS. Alright, so let's see how close that save actually gets us. Load. Twitch. Okay, perfect. It remembered. Now to do this properly. Virus is so strong it affected the whole game. Yeah. Let's see. What does Neolithic... Oh.
What does Neolithic mean?
New Stone Age? Okay.
About how long does it take light from the Sun to reach Pluto, the outermost? It's still a planet in our solar system.
17 hours.
What is one of the major threats to sea life today?
What is pollution? There we go. Antivirus successfully applied. All exhibits protected.
You didn't. You trapped the virus and caused it to self-destruct.
It's all in a day's work. Guess I can go home now and finish my homework. Somehow history and science are never going to be the same. And that was it. That was the ending. Still just boops you back out the DOS. So yeah. This is another one of those, it's all about the journey and not the destination. But the knowledge we've gained will last a lifetime, or at least until a few years from now when I forget everything and I'm able to play through it again. Is that the... Yes, that is the end. That is both endings, in fact. That is the good ending and the back ending. Or the bad ending. So unceremonious, yeah. Oh. But yeah, that was it. That was hey, Pogo Bunny. That's good. And exit our MS-DOS here. And where did I put? I would like to... Okay, save image. Save image. Where does it put the image? Okay, there it goes. Desktop. Okay, save the desktop, please. Desktop. Oh. Okay, did it open like multiple copies of that? Yes, there we go. So that was Museum Madness. Nice little game. Rockin' soundtrack. And interesting ending. We saved the museum. Hooray. The museum can live to muse another day. Uh-oh. More birthday cakes. Oh no.